Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. We goddamn. Welcome to EO2. Favorite here, shooting the shit.
With you.
Like we like to do featuring. Here. Coming to you live here on the YouTube. Yeah. Uh I know. We was off last week, y'all. Mother's Day. My scheduling kind of got a little conflicted, but we on the track, and y'all know we here on a Tuesday, which is the normal day for this show, the original day for this show. And if we ever get the chance to go live on a Tuesday, we definitely got to take the
The
opportunity.
OG, baby. The OG.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Now, Bob, that's my boy Jay motherfucking Doug, and it is your boy, the host that does the absolute most Nike Fam Amazing One, or Nike Fam A1 for short. And my boy, how was your week? Well, your 2 weeks actually. Shit, hell.
I had an interesting couple of weeks. I'm not going to get into all that. Me and you will talk about it offline, but I'm not going to get into all that. But had a
Yeah,
pretty good couple of weeks.
subscribe to our Patreon. We'll let you know what goes on offline. Just joking.
That's right.
But but yeah, man. How was the Mother's Day for the missus?
Well, she had to work.
Ah, that sucks.
Yeah, she had to work. Honestly, thought she was going to get that day off, but it didn't happen that way. But
Oh
I did.
man.
I did take her out. Was it Thursday? We went out Thursday, didn't we? Oh, yeah, we went out Thursday, and then we had breakfast Saturday morning. So I mean, we had a little thing going on. Didn't nothing really happened on Sunday, but like I said, she had to work. Other than that, week's been good. Uh, Interesting and good, but it's all good. How was your week? How was your 2 weeks?
Man, shit. It very eventful to say the absolute least as far as work is concerned.
You been working your
Uh
ass off.
yes, I mean,
It's that money though.
hey,
Oh my god,
yeah, yeah,
we got 20 in here, and Bearded didn't even launch it.
yeah.
Right?
So, um, really, y'all, honestly, we just trying to get back in that groove of coming live to you every week, and we're gonna try our best to do that. And if you are here, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and please tap into that comment section. We definitely interact with our fans. We got 11 people in here right now. All right, well, in the world of professional wrestling, there has been a lot going on
There
that we
has been.
definitely needs to touch on. So, brother, with that being said, where do you want to start?
Yeah, let's
Let
do
me
a
get some.
quick.
Let me get some food. Hey, brother, get some food, man. Get some
I
food.
Yeah, I got mine sitting right here. I ain't no shame in my game. I'm gonna sit here and eat. But let's go ahead and do a quick recap of Raw from last week. There wasn't a whole lot that happened. Um, you had the contract signing for Backlash with Roman and Jacob,
Mm-hmm.
and Jacob hit Roman with that damn tongue and death grip again. It was Brie, baby, sitting right here
Free.
next to me. She's sitting right here next to me, to my right. But Roman. I think Roman's gonna learn a little something messing with Fatu, man, because that boy is off the he's off the rails crazy right now.
Now, okay, let's. I'm gonna try to keep everything within the realm of the last week's Raw before we get to this week's Raw.
Hell, he was crazy at the end of that show.
Really, one thing that they're trying to do right now, they are trying their damnness to get Jacob over, like as
Yeah.
a true main event player. And honestly, it's a pro and a con, obviously, right? There's a pro and a con with everything. Like
Mhm.
the pro is he's actually getting to swim with the main eventers, and like CM Punk says, how can you tell if I can get over as a main eventer if you don't put me in the ring with actual main eventers?
True.
Now the con is How many creative ways can you beat Jacob without hindering his
Just push.
progress?
Just push.
Now, we all know like Roman is not dropping that belt until SummerSlam. And honestly, he shouldn't drop that belt until SummerSlam. There isn't even with the push of Jacob Fatu, he is still not a credible enough main eventer right now that could take the title from Roman and it actually be believable at this moment, at least. Now, in terms of last week, Raw May 4th, 2026 came to you live from where was Raw last week? Shit.
And I don't remember.
Hold on. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. Podcaster slipping right here. Hold on.
But while he figures that out,
Raw can't see live from Omaha,
come
Nebraska.
on.
What the hell? Omaha, Nebraska. But I mean, hey. And what would y'all think about Raw? Was it a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle?
I thought it was
From
pretty
last
good
week,
for
that is.
a go home show for
What you
Backlash.
got?
Thought it was pretty good. I'll give it one up, one middle. It had its good. Well, shit. He just up and left me. All right. Like I said, it had its moments, and it. Welcome back, brother. Huh? Oh shit! We got the beard up in here. So
What's going on? What's going on, fellas? Apologize for being late, man. I was over there with Mark.
I
Nike.
thought it said late. What
Yeah.
do you mean late? There ain't no late on this note. But anyway, oh, there he is again. Stick around this time, all right? Like I said, Raw go home show before Backlash had its moments, but it also had its not so great moments. And we got an echo like crazy. Um, so I would give last week. God damn, he just keeps dropping. I give last week's Raw, and we're talking about the Raw before Backlash.
Mhm.
One thumb up and one thumb in the middle. Like I said, it had its moments. Pretty good. Pretty good go home show. Nice little tension builder with Roman and Jacob with contract signing. All right, he's in here twice now. What in the hell is this dude doing?
Well,
Okay,
go
here we
ahead.
go.
Just keep going. Keep going.
God damn, my bad, y'all. I just had some audio difficulties.
You had a something.
Yeah,
You're in here twice
okay.
then.
All right, there we
Well,
go.
you got to go in the middle because you ain't up on the screen with us. There you go.
That's tough. But now you over my face. Pause.
Oh well. We need to get some more graphics made, but Mike's out of town this week, so
There we go.
I'll hit him up. I'll hit him up. I'll hit him up this weekend, see if we can get some new graphics made. Anyway, um, so no, I thought it was a okay go home show. It definitely, did what it was supposed to do. I mean, everybody knew that Fatu uh wasn't beating Roman at Backlash, but we'll get to Backlash in a minute. But yeah, no, I thought it was an okay go home show. I'll give it one thumb up, one thumb in the middle.
Got you.
Uh,
What about you?
last week or this past Monday?
This last week we're gonna quickly skim through last week and then we're gonna deep dive into this week.
Yeah,
Last week's Raw. I'm gonna give it a thumbs in the middle and a thumbs down.
damn.
I mean, we're pretty much saying the same thing. About an average show. So,
Mm.
to
I
run
mean, it
through some of
wasn't
these
bad.
results right quick, we had JD McDonough defeated Finn Balor. With the Judgment Day surrounding the ring at the final moments, Liv Morgan handed Roxanne Perez a hammer, which she used to strike Finn Balor. Moments later, JD McDonough hit the Prince with a headbutt for the victory.
Yeah.
I know, we starting out with the Judgment Day, Bearded. I know you love that.
Hey, hey, he was supposed to lose that fucking match, man. Y'all steady trying to do away with the Judgment Day. Let me get it off. Y'all steady trying to do away with the Judgment Day, man. It ain't happening. Hey, and if that little girl don't get it together, man, we gonna have
That
to
little
unleash
girl.
mama. Yeah, don't get it together. We gonna have to put Big Mama on her, man. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We don't want Liv to get our hands dirty because she the champ. You feel me? And we gonna, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Lord
but
Farquaad.
man, I'm talking about. Man.
Okay.
And the nerve of El Grande, you know what? That was this Monday. We gonna wait. We gonna wait. I'm sorry. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
let's
Go
finish.
ahead.
Let's finish it last week.
All right.
The
Now, I
nerve.
mean, it's cool. It's cool to get JD McDonough a win. So, I mean,
What?
I'm not necessarily, what the fuck? I'm not necessarily upset with that. So, it gets him a win. But you can't beat him forever. Now, next we had Ethan Page and Rusev defeating Penta and Javon Evans, with Ethan Page pinning Penta, if I'm not mistaken. After Ethan Page diverted a Javon Evans aerial attack by pushing him off the turnbuckle and down to the ringside floor, Rusev drove Penta onto the announce table. This set up Page to pick up the pin over the Intercontinental Champion with the follow up suplex.
Bro, why the fuck is Ethan Page so over, bro?
Cause he's
Like,
good.
bro.
He's pretty good.
Ethan Page is
No,
good.
what not talking? Cause oh my goodness.
He's not bad at talking either, but
No, my good. But y'all like, man, I don't like him at all. I don't like
What you
him
don't like?
wrestling.
What you don't
I
like
don't
about
like
Ethan
it.
Page?
I don't like his wrestling. I don't like him on the mic. I don't like his persona. I don't like his character. I don't like them glasses. I don't like that
well,
haircut. I don't
goddamn,
like
just say
Ethan
you don't
Page.
fucking like him and just move on.
Nah, Jay, nah, hell no. That means he's good. That's
That's
Beard's
right.
way of saying he's good. Because remember,
That's
he
true.
said
That's
he
true.
said the
Yeah.
same thing about Danhausen. He said on this show, it said the same thing about Danhausen. And what ended up happening? He became a fan.
No,
He
I said
became
he grew up. Yeah, because see, but Danhausen grew on me because
he became a
you,
Fanhausen.
you can. No, I'm a Beardhausen. You
Whatever.
can't. Like because I thought he was supposed to be a wrestler, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
went into Danhausen. I didn't go into Danhausen, the Danhausen era or a Danhausen epidemic as a gimmick to win fans over. You feel me? I thought he was actually gonna wrestle. So that's when I started going back looking at matches and shit that he had and
Mm-hmm.
other saying
He wrestled Ricky Saints in the AEW.
yeah. No, so I love and he ain't mm, of a wrestler, but he ain't that bad of a wrestler, but him
Uh,
wrestling, no,
uh,
you know what I'm saying. So
like,
now, and like you
go
say,
ahead, go ahead.
all them gimmicks, man, we know what's gonna happen. We know that shit's coming, but
And and,
it's
and with that
him.
being, remember, hey, chat and John, remember what Beard just said. We're gonna take that. We're gonna pin it here because I'm gonna touch on that when we get to talking about backlash. So you said something that's very interesting. It's not a bad thing. It's a great thing actually.
Yeah,
It's great
yeah,
that you
yeah,
said it because I'm gonna
yeah,
go somewhere with that.
yeah.
Excuse me. We had Joe Hendry defeating Austin Theory by disqualification. In the match between Joe Hendry and Austin Theory, Logan Paul attacked Hendry to end the bout in disqualification. An attack by Theory and the Maverick soon brought the Street Profits to the ring. Braun Breaker then joined the fight to help the Division, which drew Seth Rollins to the fray. Just when it looked like Rollins was going to hit the stomp on Breaker, however, Montez Ford suddenly charged across the ring and flipped onto the brawl at ringside, which is actually pretty fucking impressive when he does that.
I'll tell
But
you right now, shit, that would have distracted me too.
this caused an inadvertent distraction, which allowed Breaker to spear Rollins for the second time in the night.
That shit would have distracted me too. Sorry, y'all.
That's all good. All right. Oba Femi defeated Otis in the Oba Femi Open Challenge. What are y'all thoughts about the Oba Femi Open Challenge so far?
Hmm.
Um, you want my honest opinion?
Mm-hmm. I always want your honest
Yeah.
opinion.
Man, over Femi ain't as over as we think it is. Either he ain't as over as we think, or WWE's creative team. Well, I can't say that because we all know they suck ass. Like we just know that they don't have nothing. They ain't got nothing for them. There's no talent. There's no muscle. There's no heel. There's no face. That and he's the face. That he beat Brock. Like Brock was the last monster of WWE. But rumor has it that Braun Strowman could be coming back to
What?
potentially
I heard.
challenge
I heard about that.
So
over
okay,
Femi.
let me ask y'all in the chat a question. So I'm gonna type it out so the chat can see it. So give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He's gonna spell it out for you.
What's going on, Chad? How y'all feeling? What's today, man? Today, third day of the
Tuesday.
strong, man. Yeah, third day of the strong. How everybody feeling?
Talk about it.
How everybody feeling, man?
Hold
I'm
on.
all right. What?
So based off what Bearded just said, do you think WWE creative made a mistake by having Oba beat Brock at WrestleMania?
Yeah, it
Hmm.
was too soon. It was too soon. It's too soon because now the mystique of Oba is gone.
Is it?
Real shit.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because you want me to? Yes, it is. Because now we don't have to see. Because now we don't need nobody to go into the ring and for him to sell. Because
Ashley
now,
is
listen.
on.
Because now we know he's invincible. He could barely pick motherfucking Otis up.
I mean, Otis
You
is a big
feel me?
dude, though, bro. Otis is a
Yeah.
big
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
the
dude.
big
hey, hey,
motherfucker.
hey, hey. Braun Strowman picked him up without a problem.
I mean, I'm
Brock,
willing to bet. I'm willing to bet Braun Strowman it might be slightly, not a lot, but slightly
uh,
stronger than Oba Femi. I
uh,
mean, that's not a reach.
your boy, what's your boy? What's the new dude come in that was crying and shit on the little interview he had? What's his name? The little, oh man, I don't even, the big swole guy, man.
Royce Keys.
Yeah, Royce Keys, bro. I didn't he I think didn't he flex I think he flexed Otis.
Well, what?
You
Okay,
feel?
I'll give John a chance to rebut that. Go ahead. What you got?
Are you asking me what I think about the open challenge, or are you asking me the questions you have up on the screen?
Well, first let's go there. What do you think? Do you think WWE creators made a mistake by having Oba beat Brock at WrestleMania?
I wouldn't say they made a mistake.
Mhm.
I wouldn't necessarily say they made a mistake, but why would you do that and then put him in such a shitty program? Because he deserves much better than this open challenge shit. He deserves much better. I'm not saying like titles or anything, but damn, like give him some actual competition, not these scrubs.
Okay. Personally, I don't I don't think it was a mistake per se, but it's typical WWE. It's a literal microcosm of Triple H's time as the head of creative. Like the moment is great, very nice. The moment is great. He's great at booking the moments, but the follow up is normally trash. And sometimes I'm not saying that the moment isn't important because obviously the moment is important,
The moment is all
but
they care about these days.
that's why I always say when we talk about putting the belt on people, that's why I always say, okay, cool, put the belt on whoever, right? Monday Night Raw, the next night, or 2 nights after the PLE. We're wherever we're at in the United States or overseas, wherever. Monday Night Raw, top of the show, where we going?
Right?
That matters. And
It
I
does.
get it, like over Oba, unfortunately, has fallen into that place within the WWE that shows that they fail at creating new stars. Now, I would give them
That's
credit.
sunken creative space.
There you go. That very nice. That's actually very fucking nice. But I will give them credit for this. They're trying to make new stars with an Ethan Page, with the Javon Evans, with the Sol Ruka, with the Blake Monroe, with a Logan Paul, if you will, so on and
Yeah,
so
but
forth,
see,
with the Braun
but
Breaker.
but again, listen to the people that you're naming, right? Like I get it by bringing new talent in and with those individuals, but we're talking about Obafemi, his stature, his size. We have to bring people in that's at least 6'4". You know what I'm saying? That's at least 230, 240, 250. You know what I'm saying? That has stature that can move, that's athletic. And he might not necessarily be a great wrestler, but just it has to look the part for Oba to stay Oba. Because I don't want to see him fight no fucking Javon Evans. I don't want to see him fight. No, you know what I'm saying. Half the people, maybe Braun. I was thinking Braun. You feel me? Um, but other than that, outside of Braun, well, shit, Drew needs to come back. Sheamus, these guys are getting old, so we need guys
Well,
of that
Famous is
stature.
hurt.
Yeah, but I know, but and also getting old. But again, we
Getting
need new
old.
talent. He's old. Getting talent that's not hurt, that's not old, that's over Oba's age with his physical stature that can move like he can move would make for a better. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Well,
you know,
this the thing is, I'm crying. The thing is, though, you don't want to put Oba in that position, or you don't want to do what they call booking yourself into a corner. Because if you put Javon Evans and Oba together, you gotta beat one of them, and that really takes the wind out of the sails of Javon Evans. You don't want to put Oba and Ethan Page together because Ethan Page is a new talent that you're trying to establish. So, and one thing I love about WWE that I can't say the same for AEW, they don't hot shot the territory. Like they can easily put Oba in the ring with the root. What we said they did that already. They can easily put Oba in the ring with Gunther, with Roman, with Seth, with Braun.
When
But
did
look at
they
all these money matches we just went through.
when did they put Open in the ring with Rusev?
When Oba first came to Raw,
He had a match against Rusev?
no,
yes
he didn't have no
sir.
match. He didn't have no. He had that. No, I think that was just a run in. It wasn't no match. It was a
Hold on,
match.
hold on.
I don't remember a
Yes sir.
match.
Oba Femi defeated Rusev in his WWE Raw in ring debut on March 9th, 2026.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. It, obviously tells you how unmemorable the match was if I don't remember it. But
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, but I do remember that. Yeah.
but here's the thing though, like who's gonna believe? Okay, if you do put him in in a match with Javon Evans, I mean, you're gonna put him in there. Who's gonna believe that Javon Evans has a shot in him to beat Obafemi?
No, we can't say that because we got the likes of Rey Mysterio, we got the likes of the Kidmans, we got the likes of a lot of small
Bro, did you say
stature
Billy
individuals.
Kidman?
Billy
Yeah.
Kidman. What Billy Kid?
Hey, I know that was WCW, but Billy Kidman
Okay,
has some
Rey
matches.
Mysterio. Rey Mysterio actually beat Kevin Nash in a match, so he
Mm-hmm.
actually slayed a giant.
You feel what I'm saying?
Billy
Like,
Kidman.
but I'm just saying, but see, yeah, but I'm talking about just imagine this compared to sizes of people that he done faced,
Rey
and
Mysterio
just not
also has
him.
beaten Big Show at Backlash 2003.
Yeah, see,
That's
that's what I'm
true. I
saying. So
forgot about that
it's
one.
a lot of smaller people that you just got to know how to sell it and be able to, and then Oba, but that's not the direction that we want Oba to go in. You
What
feel me?
direction
We
you want him to
build
go in,
it.
brother?
We build and hyped him up to be this Goldberg knockoff.
Goldberg
You,
knockoff.
I mean, we gonna say that because I
I'm
mean,
letting you talk your shit. I'm letting you talk your
yeah,
shit. Go
you
ahead.
feel me? You know what I'm
The
saying?
matches are about as short as Goldberg's matches were.
Yeah, you know, the Goldberg slash Brock knockoff. You feel me? And I'm not
Gold
taking.
Brock.
Yeah,
Goldberg,
so I'm
Rocker.
not. Yeah, so I'm not taking
Brock
anything away
Goldberg.
from. So I'm not taking away anything away from Obafemi. No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm
I
just
got you.
saying this is how they trying to build and hype them up. You know, Goldberg, Oba, oh, it's
Well,
the same.
what they kind of well, that's just a trope in wrestling when you got a big muscular dude. Like
Yeah, yeah,
they
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of did
yeah.
the
Most
same thing
definitely.
for Samoa Joe. Joe is gonna
Gonna
kill you.
kill you.
So
Yeah,
Yeah, that was kind of
I get what
whack
you're
though.
saying though.
and
That was kind of whack.
they actually said that to Roman after WrestleMania. They said, "Oba's gonna kill you."
But let me hear him finish skating through Raw last week. Oscar Mystic EO Sky en route to WWE Backlash. I mean, nothing really to make of this, but a last ditch effort to sell their match at Backlash or whatever the case may be. Uh, Original El Grande Americano and the Creed brothers defeated El Grande Americano and Los Americanos. I only like this for one reason. It gets the Creed brothers on television. Any thoughts on that?
Three Brothers is actually a decent tag team.
No, they are. They are.
You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I really like technical wrestling. So okay, so modern day wrestling, yeah, I see, but technical wrestling, those guys are actually good wrestlers. You feel me? Like real, no bullshit. They are
Yeah,
actually
you get the
some,
argument from me.
yeah, some really fucking good wrestlers, man. Um, WWE tag team wrestlers or tag team charisma, no. I don't know if the
I
gimmick
think the
needs.
short one got charisma.
I don't think if maybe the gimmick needs to be changed or maybe it needs to break away from Kurt Angle or I mean, not I said Kurt Angle. God damn it, the same difference. Shad Gable, Kurt Angle, same difference.
No bullshit, huh?
Um, you say no, it's not.
No, I said no bullshit, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I don't know if it needs to be broken away from that visual that we get, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. But it was a decent match. But yeah, as a tag team though, man, I think they could do a lot more creative things with the Creed brothers, and if they get them out of this
What's going
bullshit
on,
with
Jersey Rich? New person
Jersey
in
Rich.
the out there in the
Yeah,
chat, man.
what up, brother Solomon? What's going on, brother Solomon? How you feeling, brother Jers? Big shout out to brother Jers, man.
And shout out to you, brother. Please like, share, and subscribe while we got you here. Um,
Yeah. Hey, listen, if y'all on my channel, man, make sure y'all go to Two Hills STS. Brother Jers, go to Two Hills STS and sub up to that channel. I'm just streaming this show to my channel. So anybody that's coming in and y'all tuning in and y'all tapping in, make sure y'all go to Two Hills STS.
yes, sir. And as y'all know what you're doing, we are locked in here on our Tuesday, our original night. Yes, sir. It is Two Hills featuring
The beard.
shooting the shit. Like we like to
And
do every
you.
week on this here Twitter. Wait, ooh, my bad, bot. On this here
My
YouTube.
Twitter. What the hell?
Need to get back on that Twitter. On the
We need to
Twitter.
try other platforms, but we'll get into that later.
All right. Well, and we already know what main evented the show last week. It was Jacob Fatu, Roman Reigns signing their contracts for the
2000.
World Heavyweight Championship match. And Jacob and his tongue and death grip, man. What do y'all think about Jacob Fatu and this push to the main event right now?
I'm loving it.
I am absolutely loving it.
Bass
I'm
Hole,
like
what's the
McDonald's.
deal?
We like McDonald's, baby. Like McDonald's, baby. I'm loving it.
Hey, they're really trying to get they are really trying to get this tongue and death grip over. And I'm not mad at it, but personally, this is just me personally. I might be the only one with this opinion. In 2026, how do we sell this move?
No, they said because I think they just trying to pay tribute to
No,
Haku because
I get why you're doing it. But
Roman is
I'm
selling
saying,
the
how
shit
do
out
you
of it.
sell it? Like How do you get this type of move over? Like, okay,
Want me to
let's
tell you
say,
why?
go ahead, go
Because
ahead.
it's a bloodline. Because it's a bloodline thing. You
brother.
got to think of listen.
Roman is selling the shit out of that move. Every
Roman's
time
great at
it
what he
gets,
does.
every
True,
time
but it's
it gets,
still.
every time
But
that move gets locked into him, you always see him foaming at the mouth and shit. Like he is
But the
selling
move still
the
all
shit
ties
out of it.
into their whole rhetoric, their whole
No, it's
creative
true. Yeah,
rhetoric of the bloodline. You
right.
feel me?
Yeah,
Because you know you
I
got
get what you're saying.
Tamaloa, Tamataga, and then you got the adopted motherfucker, which is that 7 foot where even though they say he adopted, he's still his nephew. You feel
Tonga
me?
low is
So
gone, sir.
yeah. So you know he's still a nephew. He just adopted a family member, so he's still a
Okay.
nephew. You
The
feel me?
redheaded stepchild.
He's a
Yeah,
tall
no, but
motherfucker.
he's
That's
not a
why they call him
stepchild.
Tala.
He's actually his nephew. He just adopted his nephew.
I
You
got you.
feel
I
me?
got you. I got you.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't.
Either
He ain't a
way,
random. Yeah, he ain't a random that got adopted. But you know how cool that is. You know what I'm saying? Ming for people who don't know who Haku is.
Fatu
And
is Jacob Fatu's legitimate uncle though.
yeah. And he's Tongan. He's not actually Samoan. He's Tongan. But islands
They
are
love our
islands, and
boy Monk from the Ville Life.
you
Monk, what's the
you
word?
know islands are islands. But that's a whole new show. I mean a whole nother show. We can do a bloodline. But anyway, but like I was saying, that just it's just all the bloodline thing, bro. They trying to. I'm telling you, listen. I think the bloodline, even though we all say we got tired of it, I just think it's still some more left in this bloodline saga. And they're gonna push it to, the limits. And this Tongan death grip or lock is just, more fuel to the fire. It's just more, oh man, how cool. Ming, which is Sokoa Solo, his people's, you know what I'm saying, which is his own, man, come on, man. The nostalgia, the mystique, yeah, they selling it. I like it though. And like J Dub say, man, Roman selling the fuck out of that, man. He foaming at the mouth, fake foaming at the mouth, fake acting like he all disorientated and shit. Like, you
Hoffman
feel
and
me? Like,
shit.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he's selling the shit out of it. Like, so, and actually, if that move was a play, that's a real fucking move too, by the way. You know. I
So
mean, yeah, but you don't do the arts. If you do martial arts, that's a real pressure point move.
now all I'm saying is in 2026, it's hard to get a choke over as a legitimate finish because this is the problem.
But I
You
don't I
haven't
don't think
put
it's used as the finish though, Knight.
that's his
I don't think it's
finish.
used.
That
No, but
that
it's
that
used.
is his finish. Now,
I'm thinking
but
it's more.
this about to play into what I'm about to say. They're trying to get it over as his finish, but the problem is he haven't beat nobody with the move. See,
Mm.
and this is part of the problem of immediately slotting him with Roman. You should have put him in the match with maybe Jay, maybe Jimmy. And I ain't saying it got to be a PLE match. You could have been on Raw. It
That's
could be on
next week.
Saturday night's main event.
That's next week.
And you beat him with the tongue and death grip
He's
before
got
you get
he's got a match
before you
with
get
Jay.
to Roman.
He's got a match with Jay next week, Saturday night's
Now,
main event.
See, but
I
I
got
wouldn't
you.
even want him. See, but I don't even want him going against none of his family members right now. I want to see him going against, what I'm saying, other talent, what I'm saying, in the WWE and get that move over before we get it over on Jay and Jimmy. You feel me? And work our way up the ladder to motherfucking Roman. So now, what I'm saying, have him go through some WWE superstars, then throw Jay at him. You feel me? Then though Tomalau, I can't even get the names
Tungaloa?
out. Yeah,
Tungaloa?
Tala.
Tonga, whoever, all of them. Then throw
Tonga's
Jimmy in
gone.
there. The
Tonga's
only
gone. Tama.
he just get but here we go. He's going, but they also trying to say that Jacob and Bailey and a few other people are supposed to be going as well.
Jacob ain't going no goddamn well.
Jacob ain't going nowhere.
Listen. Okay, well, listen. I'm just telling y'all, put your ear to the streets. They Jacob, Bailey, you said Thomas going. Like they say they supposed to be trying to
No,
cut them too.
Tonga Loa's gone. Tama Tonga's still there. Tala Tonga's still there. Solo's still there. Jimmy J,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
obviously.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I don't think Jacob's going anywhere.
Well, a lot of people don't think they're going to cut Jacob because Jacob right now, Jacob Fatu right now is bread and butter.
That
You feel
would
me?
be
He's in the
dumb.
main event feud on
That
your premier
would
show.
And
be
honestly, see,
so
and that
dumb.
and that goes back to Oba. If you were going to do this storyline, or if you were going to reinvent this, like we shouldn't have put Oba over so quick. And that goes back to your question about, yeah, it was a mistake. I think he should have had that match with Brock at SummerSlam, and Brock should have just been cool, and we should have just waited to SummerSlam to have that match and have Brock retire in Minnesota and beat him that way. Because either way, he still was going to retire, leave, and go out. But at least this way, you know what I'm saying? We keep them apart. We don't have them have too much contact. Brock don't, you know what I'm saying, get fucked up too much, yada yada yada. Because like I say, man, like these storylines are running into each other, and we can't get nobody over for real. Well, we got everybody over, but we got nothing to do with them.
Well,
Would you consider Jacob Fatu as a heel?
I would consider Jacob Fop too. Only reason I'm gonna say a heel is because of the bloodline situation, because it was a versus against the OTC. So yeah, I'm gonna say he a heel.
um,
But now I think he's more of a just like man, just an individual, like a Stone Cold type situation.
What about you, John? What you got? You consider him to be a heel?
I would. Uh, well, I don't know if I would consider him a heel because when he comes out, the crowd is popping for him and chanting "Fatu,
Right.
Fatu," but they also are acknowledging Roman Reigns and chanting OTC. So
And they not
I'm,
booing. Hey, AJ
I,
Dub, and they not booing when he put that grip on them. They not booing that
I'm
shit.
trying to figure out. I'm actually trying to figure out what to classify him as because I don't know.
I'm
Because
telling you, he in that
like
Steve
you said,
Austin.
when he puts that tongue and death grip on him, they're not booing him like they're doing fucking Sammy every time he like anytime
I
he
like
touches
Sammy,
Trick
man.
Williams, anytime he touches Trick Williams, they're booing
Yeah,
the
they
shit out of
wilding on
him.
that shit. Yeah, I
But
fuck with Sammy though.
as far as Jacob goes, I have not heard the crowd boo him one time,
I
and
don't
they
think y'all
chant.
listening hard enough.
And they
What?
okay, no, they did have the moment
Some people gonna boo, yeah, but come on,
they
man, they
did
not
have
booing.
they did have the moment at Backlash where they traded punches, and when Jacob hit Roman, they booed, and when Roman hit Jacob, they did yay. But they're not booing him when he puts the tongue and death grip on him. They're not doing that. They're not shit. No, not necessarily. I'm not gonna say shitting
They
all
Are
not
over him.
they?
the fans.
They're
They
not.
not
They're
even
not.
paying the fans to talk shit to him on the way out. They trying to shake his hand.
They're not booing him out of the arena, of course. But he ain't just getting no Road Warrior pop either when he does anything. Like
I mean, yeah,
he's
because
not
he's
a
Jacob.
heel officially. No. But they're booking. Matter of fact, I got the comment right here. I got him as a tweener. Like
Yeah, yeah.
some moments they boo him, some moments they cheer him. It's in between, but he's getting booked like a heel.
So let's just put it together. Let's call him a baby heel.
But
Yeah,
see, but
a heel
even though they
face.
booking him, listen, even though they booking him like a heel,
Heel
it's not
face. I
coming
love
out
that.
that way.
I love that.
It's not heel face,
I love that
but he,
shit.
but he,
Heel face.
A heel
yeah,
face.
but he not coming out as a heel though. You know what I'm saying?
Like, okay, who was that? Damn, Seth Rollins. Matter of fact, yeah, Seth Rollins. When he was a heel, the crowd still did the little goofy ass chant with his entrance, but they still booed him. But yeah, there you
Oh,
go, there you go. But
oh, that shit.
he's not getting booed. He's not getting booed. Like I said, like you said, like Sammy is. You right about that. It's just like with Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker is technically a heel, but it don't
Braun
stop the
gets
fans from
booed.
like barking and all this
Braun
other shit.
Braun gets booed when he does something, but then when his music hits, you hear the crowd going, hoo, 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 hoo.
Even when he spears
So
somebody.
Like there is, I don't know if there's any classification anymore. The fans are gonna, they're gonna
No, no,
have
no, no. It's
whoever.
classifications. No, just because they pop for the entrance and they want to see a motherfucker get speared, don't mean that he still ain't a heel and motherfuckers don't like him. Just because I like an entrance, he's still a heel. You feel me? He's still a motherfucking Braun Breaker is still a heel. And don't get it twisted. Seth Rollins is not in this shit for nobody but himself. You feel me? So he's still a heel. The fans just right. They draw with him just like how I'm drawing with him because your boy fucked over on him. You know what I'm saying? They got over on him. They did him in. You know what I'm
In
saying?
it for
Well, and
himself.
Now,
but see, but he brought it on himself because he was a jerk. He was a prick.
now, I don't mean to hill on my boys, but you are watching your two favorite hills feature
The beard
shooting the shit.
With you.
Like we like
and
to do
you.
at least once a week here on this YouTube channel. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Shout out to my boy Talking Monkey Business with Monkey Man. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my boy channel. He's over here. He's live in the chat right now. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my boy channel. Real life over everything for sure that. Uh Talking Monkey Business with Monkey Man. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe and tell them that your two, most of the time three, sometimes four favorite heels sent you that way. My brother, take it
And
away.
and make sure y'all tap in to be in the conversation, man. Every day of the strong, Monday through Sunday, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central Time. And you never know who gonna be there. You might catch your boy Nike Fam. You might catch your boy TMB with Monkey Man. You feel me? You might
Yes,
catch
sir.
J Dub.
Yeah, you might have
I'm
J
I'm
Dub, might have a
I'm
run
I'm gonna get on there one night.
Shouts out to our boy Freddie the channel, Tiger Mike over there on the Twitch, streaming everything MLB the show. Tiger Mike 84 on the Twitch. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to his channel. Tell him that your two, most of the time three, sometimes four favorite he'll sent you his way. All right.
And just
I go
just
my boy Rod.
and just to let y'all know, there might be a couple of people in here that are taking notes. If y'all are in here taking notes, or if y'all actually here because you want to hear us talk wrestling, just make sure you like, share, and subscribe. The more, the better.
Okay. All
Hey
right. Just
man.
like, share,
Hey
subscribe.
man. Ain't gonna say why you do this sexy. What's
And
wrong with what?
I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm not a big fan of coconut, but this shit right here is pretty damn good.
There you go, plugging shit.
What is that? Coconut what?
Dr.
Dr
Pepper.
Pepper,
Oh my goodness.
pretty damn good. See, coconut.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not
Hey,
a big
Dr.
fan of
Pepper.
coconut at all.
I'm gonna have to hashtag Dr. Pepper, man. You feel me? Because I'm allowed to,
Yeah.
promote certain
And
products. We're gonna see if they can
make
sponsor us.
sure make sure y'all stay around for the question of the week. Cause I got one for y'all. And y'all know I go against the grain and I can't wait for this one. D Black can't answer though, because me and D Black talked about it already.
All right.
So all right, here we go. All right, now we didn't caught all up. We got off of last week's Raw. Now we're on to
SmackDown. Did we get to SmackDown for last week?
hey, if y'all got something to talk about with SmackDown, go right ahead. I ain't got shit for SmackDown.
Man,
Boring
bro.
ass show. Terrible show.
Yeah, it was.
Talking shit. You got
Oh.
something
No, no. I was just asking because we
Now I'm
usually
talking
go
about
go
John.
short.
John, like you got something you want to add about SmackDown.
Your main event was a fucking funeral for a gingerbread man.
Yeah.
That was your main
Which
event.
most of
I
the
ain't gonna lie.
creative team was against. Now who greenlit this? I don't fucking know, but it had one Triple H, obviously.
Your boy Paul Levesque.
It
And,
was the
and Molly Holly
main.
was the agent behind it. But go ahead.
It was the main event of the show. I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here watching. I'm watching
Shout out
SmackDown.
Nate, my dog.
What's
I'm,
going
I'm
on,
watching
RIP.
Nate?
SmackDown. I'm watching SmackDown, and I'm thinking, okay, they're gonna do the gingerbread funeral. They're gonna do the ginger. They're not gonna do the gingerbread funeral as the main event. They did the fucking gingerbread funeral as the main event. I,
Yeah, that shit was ass, man.
I, no, yeah. Somebody greenlit that, and wow. Anyway,
So
moving on.
to backlash. That's my best Danhausen impersonation. Uh,
Backlash housing.
okay. Backlash. What is everybody thoughts about backlash before we get into it? Thumbs
Boom,
up, thumbs down,
boom.
thumbs in the middle.
The backlash PLE, a thumbs up. It was better than fucking WrestleMania.
Sir. I'd
Like
be
what for
hard
sure?
pressed. I would be hard pressed to.
No,
I'd be hard
I'm
pressed
going
to
to say it.
disagree with that.
I'll be the first. I'll be the first out the group to say it. It was better than fucking WrestleMania,
I would
and
be hard pressed to
that's
disagree
coming
with
from
that.
Beardhausen, and that's coming from Beardhausen. People dollars. Who got people dollars? Hey, if you
Human
want,
monies. Human monies.
if you want to donate people dollars, human money, hit the cash app STS J Dub.
Oh, yeah, damn. Oh yeah, you can hit it right here. And if you don't want Danhausen to curse you, I will
Beardhausen, I'm
buy it.
Beardhausen.
You hit. Oh, come on now, y'all. You hit. You hit a lot. Hey man, we got to keep the show going, y'all. That's the only way we can improve the show. Hey, show us you rocking with us, man. We here. Cash App, the money sign STSJ Dub, and on PayPal at John.Walton316 at gmail.com. Yeah.
If not, you will be cursed.
Now, backlash to me. That's funny. Backlash to
I
me
gotta
is
get the
I'll give it a
tape.
thumbs
I
up,
gotta
y'all.
get the
Hey, it was a
tape.
thumbs up PLE. It's a thumbs up PLE for a multitude of reasons. But I only got one critique about backlash. And I got you when I get the and it ain't a problem yet, but this could turn into a problem. But to start off the night, we had Braun Breaker defeat Seth freaking Rollins. What who gonna take this one first? Pause. Go ahead,
That was
Josh.
one hell of an opening match.
You ain't have
That
to
is
say you
how
was
you
gonna take this one
start.
first.
That is how
Yeah.
you start a show.
Yeah, but you ain't have to say you was gonna take this one first. You could have said for commentary. It's a bunch of ways you could have did that. I know you paused it, but
You right about that.
it was just a bunch of ways you could have just did that, man. God damn.
What
Hold
the
on,
fuck?
hold on.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh, all right, all right, all right. Now,
So
John, go ahead, baby.
go ahead, go ahead.
I'm just saying that's how you start a fucking show. That match was the tone setter, and it set the tone for the night, baby. That was one hell of a match. They went what about 20 something minutes? 20 7 no, I can't remember. Every match went more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, down there 20 minutes. EO in them match went 20 minutes. That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, that
It was 6
that
minutes.
right there is how you start a show. And I am perfectly okay with the result, with the winner, everything. Because now
Seth could
uh,
have won.
no, no,
Hey,
sir.
sustain, John. You got your thoughts out on that?
That I shit,
All right,
that
bearded, sustain. You say Seth Rollins should have won. Go ahead, defend that. I
Yeah,
got
man.
to hear this.
Seth should have won, man. Like, come on, man. You fucked him up, man.
Ah,
Like, man, he lost his belt, you feel me? And had to give up the title. He never got pinned or beat for this fucking title. Y'all stripped my man of the title, man. He come back from injury. And then the week prior to this, you damn near fuck him up and put him up out of there. You feel me? Where he probably almost didn't make it to Backlash. You feel me? With your dumb ass because he ain't a good worker. Braun needs to be fined, first of all. You feel me? And he damn near put himself at risk for injury. But again, it was a grueling match. Don't get me wrong, it was a good match. Braun did what he was supposed to do, but I just really wanted to see Seth come out on top, man. I think Seth, man, like I'm not like I said, man. You know, I still don't like Seth, but I've been rocking with him since he came back, man. Like I really wanted to see him win this match, man, to get back on top, man, to get some type of revenge from the way they did him. You feel me? Like, damn, he can't keep constantly losing. Because at the end of the day, because where's the creative storyline gonna come from with him if he constantly losing against? You know what I'm saying? Then what's gonna happen when what you call it come back? You know what I'm saying? Then it's really gonna be some shit. Like he's gonna be at a disadvantage. Like it's the best time for him now to at least get a win in against Braun Breaker. You know, so I want Seth to come out on top. Good match, great match, but I just want to say I wish Steph could have been billed to
All
win.
right. Well, I ain't gonna lie to you, B. You my man, but I think they went with the right move on this one. Like, and this is why Seth Rollins is a made man. Like his legacy is intact. Like he's a surefire Hall of Famer. He's a surefire main eventer. You know that. And he's not my favorite character. That's not to say that I dislike Seth Rollins, but he is one of the best wrestlers of this generation. And right now, you need to establish Braun Breaker. You got to continue building up Braun Breaker because his injury kind of knocked him off track. So he'll beat Seth Rollins. Yes. Like, and plus, this is not just going to be a one-off feud where they only going to have one match. And like Tony said, shit, Seth is going to beat him. But Seth gains nothing by beating Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Michael Cole. It sounds like hyperbole, but when you really think about it, this he was right. This is the biggest win so far in Braun Breaker's career. That's including him winning the Intercontinental Championship. You beat a former world champion on a PLE clean. So I mean,
There was some cheating shit involved.
I mean, okay, I'm sorry I said clean, but he's a heel, so hey.
They
Seth
So
was
both
ready
they
for
both
it.
they both
Seth was,
heels, but it was some cheating shit involved.
Seth was ready for it. He was ready for the vision to come out. Like he was ready
Yeah, I
for that. He just got
know.
distracted. He got distracted by that, and it's what cost him the
Yeah,
match.
they
But
played him.
hold on, you
Yeah, they
mentioned
played him.
hold on, you mentioned Braun Breaker hurting Seth, but you're forgetting that Seth cracked him in the back of the head and busted his head open.
Good,
yeah, ain't that a
Like
bitch?
good.
you're forgetting that.
Revenge, revenge,
Revenge?
revenge.
Revenge.
Wow.
Yeah, his receipts. Yeah, god damn it. His
Okay.
I
receipt.
mean, okay. Oh shit. Seth Rollins, oh, we can't forget about this. I'd be crazy to forget about this. He damn near broke his own fucking neck trying to be Will Ospreay. That spot he did that he botched, he was trying to do the Will Ospreay spot.
Mhm.
But, you know, shit happens, man. It ain't ballet, as they said. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, the right man won, at least for now. So, hey, we continue moving on.
We
Now,
continue that. That's not going to be a one off.
Wet
now I'm
Willie.
not.
That'll be my wrestling name, Wet Willie.
Mine is Amazing Ace.
Yeah, I'll
Uh,
be Wet Willie.
what I'm about to say, I'm not gonna go in order here with Backlash, so just bear with me. But I will talk. We will talk about Roman and Jacob last. So, Trick Williams defeats Sammy motherfucking Zayn for the United States Championship. What are y'all thoughts on this? Go ahead, B. You go first, Bearded.
Man, the match was alright, but yeah, the right person won. But the match was alright. I wasn't really too impressed with neither competitors in the match. I mean, they sold it, but it just wasn't for me. It wasn't just the greatest match. You know what I'm saying? It was just you feel me? I'm tired of because I don't know if it's because I'm tired of looking at Zammy and Trick and this goofy shit with the ginger. I just
The
move
the
on from this.
gingerbread the gingerbread man just fucked up everything about this program, huh?
Like yeah, like just move on from this shit, bro. Like, but the
Yes,
match, yeah,
absolutely.
but it wasn't a great ass match though. It was a decent match, but it wasn't a great ass match.
What you got, Josh?
That was probably, in my opinion, the second worst match of the night. Um, yeah, Sammy. I mean, I'm kind of get tired of the whole. Like, I mean, like you said, the gingerbread man. That just killed this whole storyline. Like bringing that part in, that just killed the whole story. And
There you go.
Trick Williams does not need Little Yachty. He does not need Little Yachty. I don't know why the hell he has him. He's fine by himself.
Jordan, what's going on, Jordan?
Like he's
Jordan, what's
fine
the
by
word?
himself. He does not need a celebrity. Let the man go on his own. But for God's sake, get rid of that fucking gingerbread man shit.
Well, they did. It's just
Oh, yeah, they did.
Danhausen got it out of the trash can. My thoughts on the match was, I mean, hey, Trick Williams. This is the thing that I've come to accept about Trick Williams. Salute, my brother. Salute. Hey, new to the channel, Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, brother.
Hey,
Um,
once again, everybody that's on my channel, man, make sure y'all go to Two Hills STS and sub up to the channel, man. Hey, make sure I put the link in the chat when you get some time, Nike
I
fam.
got you. I
Make
got
sure
you.
y'all come over here, man. Make sure y'all come over here and sub up to Two Hills STS, man. All things WWE, all things wrestling, and
Yes,
all PLE.
yes. Okay, so this is y'all can still hear me, huh?
Yeah, we
Yes,
got
sir.
you.
Okay. But this is the thing I come to accept about Trick Williams. Trick Williams is never. He's never.
Ain't
He's
that a
never
bitch,
gonna be
John?
the best.
John,
The
hey,
best.
John, how the fuck he gonna ask us? Can we hear? But then he go out like that. Like, what the fuck?
Wait, what happened? Oh shit. Oh shit. Hold on, right quick, cuz. Hold on.
I'm like, he got what?
Okay, I'm back. I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. I'm
Yeah,
back.
yeah, we
Yes.
hear you. Go ahead. Go
All right,
ahead.
bet. So look, this is what I come to accept about Trick Williams. He's never going to be the one of the top five. I'll even go as far as say top 10 best in ring workers. Matter of fact, he's not really all that great in the ring. But this is where Trick Williams comes up green, like cash money. His character is top fucking notch. And he's over. Like, there's no doubt about that. Like, you gotta be an idiot. The matter of fact, I'll go as far as say this. The same way I was feeling about Obafemi when I said you can't fuck this up. Trick Williams is that same way. You cannot fuck this up because
It
everything
hasn't.
about Trick Williams is not forced. It feels like it's his real persona. It feels real. And yes, it's some Booker T, The Rock type of shit, but that's by design. Booker
It
T is
hasn't
one of
doesn't
his
like.
favorite. Go ahead.
Beardhausen doesn't like Trick Williams.
That means he's good. That
That
means
definitely
he's
means he's
good.
good.
That means he got the stamp of approval. So I mean, but no, seriously though, like future world champion, y'all. Like I'm again, everybody can't be Shawn Michaels. Everybody can't be AJ Styles, CM Punk, so on and so forth. This great Kurt Angle, whoever, this great in-ring technician. Now, it's just like football, baby. If you can't get it for me in the ring, at least let the character be great. If the character ain't gonna be great, at least be good in the ring. That's Lyra Valkyria. The character, terrible. In ring, great. So, hey, that's just how I feel about Trick Williams. And I mean, hey, beating Sami Zayn again. I mean, hopefully this is the end because he's now beaten Sami Zayn twice. Where the fuck do we go from here? And
Mm,
Lil Yachty, he ain't really annoying me just yet, but it's we getting to that point where this kind of getting to be a little bit too much. Like I wasn't particularly a fan of his selling at Backlash. Like the man that gave you his finish, a haluva kick. You right back up 55 seconds later. I don't like that. Like you can't fuck up the finish. That's my one rule of thumb. If this finish is supposed to be the finish, don't no sell the finish. That's crazy. Speaking of himself, oh yeah, we finna get somewhere. No bullshit. So let me ask y'all a question. Where does Sammy go from here?
I don't know. I really don't
That's the
know.
question for the chat too. Where does Sami Zayn go from here?
That answers your question. The dead silence answers the question.
I
Nowhere.
could think of
No,
something.
no, I don't want to see him with the Intercontinental belt. I don't want to see him with the United States Championship belt. I don't want to see Sammy with a tag belt. Use Sammy as a worker, and 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 keep him. And listen, and if you're going to listen, and if you're going to use him as a worker, keep his character a heel. That way, he's not light, because Sammy does have. Sammy is valuable in the ring. Sammy
Very
can,
nice.
I believe Sammy can bring some charisma to a championship, a singles championship, maybe even a world championship for a few months. But um, yeah, like we got too many players coming up. So, like I say, we use them as a worker, but keep them a heel if you're going to use them as a worker. Can't never go back to a face if you're going to use them as a worker.
At one point in
What you got,
time,
Jay?
we thought Sami Zayn was actually going to win the world title at this next WrestleMania. I don't think that now.
Yeah, that ship has sailed.
I don't think that now.
Now,
I
this is me being optimistic, but Sammy will be a world champion within the WWE.
no, I
Now,
don't doubt that.
the only thing is, we just at this point to where Sammy is a victim of WWE creators in the sense of they've booked him to be a fucking loser. And he's walking around moping, looking sad. People like, and then when the last time he won a big match, like a meaningful match?
Big match,
Yes.
Gunther, WrestleMania.
And how long ago was that? And Sammy is a character on television on most weeks.
I mean, unless you count him beating Carmelo Hayes for the Intercontinental title, the match against Gunther 2 years ago
I,
at
I,
WrestleMania.
I would probably say him winning the tag titles with it. Nah, you right, Gunther. No, you right, Gunther. It is Gunther.
I mean, that has to be the biggest win of his career.
I'm-
Helps America is all elite to him.
I mean, look, man, press with T's and P's with Sami Zayn, man. He
Nah,
might
dog,
be in.
we gonna call him Sami Sane.
He might be in that casket next to that gingerbread man. All right, Danhausen and Minihausen defeats the Miz and Kit Wilson. Who wants to go first with this one? I'm gonna go last though, because I got something for
Man,
you.
listen, that was just a filler to happen. It was just an entertainment segment, a good entertainment segment.
A good 20-minute entertainment segment. Yeah.
Yeah.
But did anybody know who Minihausen was?
El
Oh,
Toro.
he El Toro, yeah, the dude, yeah, the little, yeah, midget dude, the horn swallowing him had a little
Pretty
match, and
awesome. That was
yeah,
hey man. He was holding his own. But no, you're probably right.
well,
It was a filler. It was a filler, but it was a almost 20-minute filler. And I mean, it had its funny moments. I mean, me and my boy were sitting here just laughing our asses off because it was pretty damn funny. Um, probably, I dare say, maybe the worst match of the night, and that's just because it wasn't.
It was a match. It
It
was
it,
entertaining.
it went on. It went on the card too late. That match should have probably been second on the card, honestly. Not the match before the main event. Um, I mean, I laughed my ass off. Don't get me wrong, I laughed my ass off. But mm, I mean, for all of us that thought, you know, his partner was gonna be Jelly Roll or his partner was gonna be John Cena or whatever, they got you. They got your ass.
That's a great question by Jet.
Uh, yeah, we didn't have that either.
Now, let me just make this perfectly clear. I am a big fan of Danhausen. I like him. I understand what he represents. It's sports entertainment at its finest. I get that. This is the only problem I have with this. We had a small person be his tag partner in 2026, right? Now, my problem is, how do we ever take Kit Wilson serious if he's out here selling for a small person? The Miz, again, he's just like Seth Rollins. His legacy is solidified. He is who he is. He is a first ballot Hall of Famer. The fact that he's been there since 2005 and he's never been cut. He's main evented WrestleMania. He's a two-time WWE champion. Goddamn, that's crazy to say out loud. But I'm not worried about the Miz. Is Kid Wilson that I'm talking about here. We are in a time where you have to establish new stars, meaning you can't afford to waste a possible star. And I do believe Kit Wilson, I'm not saying he's going to be a goddamn like main event talent, but I mean, Kit Wilson has potential to actually be a something, but he's selling for a small person. So what happens if he gets in the ring next with a bigger person?
Kit Wilson has also lost to Jelly Roll.
John Cena lost to Kevin Federline
Touche.
as the WWE champion, by the way.
Touche.
Very nice, huh?
Didn't even think about that, but I mean, I kind of feel like maybe we should go ahead and maybe start a program with Miz and Kit. I kind of feel like that's coming.
But wouldn't that be doing the Carmelo Hayes storyline all over again?
Maybe, maybe not.
Because he started with Miz, and then him and Miz ended up getting into a little mini program. Again, I mean, you're right in the sense of that is the role of the Miz in this point in life is to get other people over. I don't
Uh-huh.
like I said, y'all. That's just me. Maybe I'm just thinking too much into it, but it's just stuff like that. It just don't make sense to me. In 2026, if Vince McMahon is writing this show, nothing is off the table. That man's sense of humor, that man's mind, that man's everything. Nothing is off the table. But well, you know what? I am talking to Mr. Katie Vick, so let's move on. My nigga say touche.
Uh,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
But
Hey
no,
Tony,
but
I
no, I
know.
mean, but okay. Yeah, I don't know if I can really take Kit Wilson serious. It might have been better for Kit if Miz had actually taken the pin. Or
Okay, I could have lived with that. I could have lived with that. I still don't like him selling for a little person, or at least
nobody
okay.
does.
Let,
Nobody does. But I mean, there was so many speculations of who the fucking partner was going to be. I mean, I heard everything from Oba Femi being his partner to John Cena being his partner, and just never
Uh-huh.
getting in the ring, and just never getting
Yeah,
in the ring.
yeah.
Because then he's not technically lying if he doesn't actually get in the ring. Um, I heard that. I heard I heard possibly Kit Wilson's old uh pretty deadly partner,
Elton Prince,
but
he's
I
hurt,
think
like hurt,
he's
hurt.
still got a broken neck.
Yeah.
So this yeah,
Okay, yeah,
I
now that makes sense.
but
Go ahead, bro.
it's just like
It,
that's
this
not
is this is
something that's not something that should have been on a PLE. That should have been like on the pre-show.
a Saturday night's main event. Should have did it
Saturday
there.
night's main event. The main fucking event of SmackDown.
Very nice.
Do that for
Now,
the main event instead of the goddamn funeral for the gingerbread man.
this is what I don't want, and I'm gonna move on after I say this. I don't want Danhausen to get caught up in any like unnecessary hysteria. I don't want his gimmick to be any more goofy than what it already is. Because the moment it started getting any more goofy than what it already is, we done lost the plot, and you done effectively killed Danhausen.
And people are gonna start shitting on him.
Right now, I will ask y'all this. And matter of fact, damn, I just said I'm about to move on.
Ooh, the
And
main event.
I hope D Black is still in the chat when I ask this question. Do you think Danhausen is like this generation's Doink the Clown? Like
They kind
I'm not
of
asking you is he as good as a worker as Matt Osborne? Absolutely not.
they did kind
But
of compare what happened at Backlash to Doink and Dink. Some people did compare it to that. Um, yeah, obviously, I guess Danhausen is Doink the Clown, but not as good of a wrestler.
yeah, he's definitely not as good as a wrestler as Matt Osborne. That's no.
But this is what Danhausen wanted. He wanted a chance to actually be able to wrestle more.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that entire shtick is tailor made for WWE.
It is, but like I don't know if that should have been a match on a pay per view though, or a PLE or whatever the fuck you call it now. Like
Now
seriously,
I gotta pull this comment back up when you say that.
that's true. I mean, there's so many other matches that could have went in that spot and filled 20 minutes. Hell, you could have had um was that the one before the main event or was Oscar and Neo before the main event?
This was before the main event. Oscar and EO was like the third match on the card. This was the come down match. I'm skipping all over the place. I wasn't going in
Yes.
order.
This was the match before the main event. Danhausen is more entertaining than Doink. I agree, but
He's just not a better worker than Matt
not a
Osborne.
better worker, not a better in ring performer. But
B,
like,
you all right?
yeah, I do. Doing a line over there?
I know my dog ain't. B, you good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very nice.
All right.
Uh, we got to check on you, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. Io Sky defeats Oscar. What is everybody thoughts on that?
That was a great fucking match. I great.
That was
Yeah,
a flawless fucking match. And the end of it made it even better.
yeah. Well, I don't want Oscar to retire. I just think they ain't got nothing else to do with her. And since Kyrie gone, and since the it's played
And
out now. Why don't
the
let's say
end
it
of
played
it,
out.
the end of the match put the capper on it, but the end of the match also told us something else. that was
which
the
is
end. That was probably the end for Oscar.
now. Fortunately, we have what they call updates. That's why I put that right there at the end. Oscar is definitely not retiring. So she's taking an indefinite leave of absence, which was or always scheduled. So this is not nothing out of the new. She's just gonna be. I mean, this is not something out of the blue. I mean, it has nothing to do with TKO budget cuts or anything of that nature. She's actually on the contract for the next 2 years.
So 2029.
Okay, next 3 years. So it's just as this at this moment, she has some type of personal matter she's trying to go attend to. So yeah, I mean, this is the way you wrap up her character. She came and her and EO ultimately really well actually eh, if she was to retire, not saying she is, but if she was to retire, EO would be the perfect person. But her and this version of Becky Lynch would be fire when she come back. Her and Sol Ruka, her and Liv Morgan, her like there's still more matches to do with Oscar, especially if she's on the contract for the next 3 years. But as of right now, the women's scene is full. The women's scene is so jam packed right now to where EO Sky don't really have a true program outside of this. Now that this is wrapped up, so hey, but yeah, we know what was missing. Kyrie fucking sane.
But that was Kyrie's decision. She wanted to go back to Japan.
They should have gave us this fucking match at WrestleMania.
That's what I told Wes. I said this should have been a WrestleMania match.
I agree.
And here we are with the main event. Roman Reigns defeats Jacob 5-2.
Boo.
2-2-2. What y'all got? What's your thoughts on this match? The main event.
All right.
That was as great of a match as you can put on being Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu.
Better elaborate.
In the end, you pretty much had Roman realizing he's not beating Jacob. He's not he realized I'm not gonna beat this guy. So I need to do something to get the upper hand, and he pulled the turnbuckle off, threw Jacob into it, and then hit the spear. I honestly I see I see Jacob versus Roman 2 in Italy. I see another match with those two in Italy. And then I see tribal fucking combat at SummerSlam.
Oh no.
What? Like I see tribal combat at SummerSlam. And that honestly is where I would maybe make the switch to Jacob. Anybody else gonna talk? Are we all here? The fuck did everybody go? Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. Bearded? Everybody. There he is. All right, where the hell is everybody
All
else?
right, I'm back. My bad. I'm back.
Yeah,
Uh, look. Oh hell, god damn it. I really, really, really pray to God that we don't get another tribal combat match. It's not that I don't like the match. I just felt like we didn't seen so many of them within the last 5 years to where it's pretty much, man. Let's just call it what it is. It's a no DQ, man. It's a street fight. That's pretty much what it is. That's what it is.
well, I
It's
can't
a
believe
glove.
you're not
You said
putting
what?
that belt on Oba at SummerSlam.
Wait, hold on.
You're not putting that damn belt on Oba at SummerSlam.
So I'm
It's
just
way too
like
soon. That
it's
is
not.
way too soon.
I don't think it is. But let me get here first. I don't want to see another tribal comeback match because we didn't see so many of them over the last 5 years, and I don't want it to become a watered down concept, even though it's nothing more than just a glorified street fight. And
Right?
again, we will be running out. You know what? You know what? You know what? Let's not do tribal combat just yet. Let's do Hell in the Cell. It's been a long time. It's been a while since we had a Hell in the Cell. And I think they could put on a good match inside of Hell in a Cell.
Tribal combat, Hell in a Cell.
I, f- I just don't want it under the tribal combat
I
moniker because
know, I know. I'm just being
we did
dumb right now. But
we didn't
I
have too
think
many.
I think SummerSlam is where you make the switch to Jacob. I think you give him a shot to see if he's got what it takes. I you can't do all this for nothing, man.
But it's not for nothing though, bro. Like it ain't about him becoming a champion right now. It's just about getting him in the main event scene so he could be a main event player. Because honestly, him and Oba would be a damn good program.
I just don't. I feel that might be
Now,
too soon.
but you have to like, okay, this is what happens after Oba beats Brock. You gotta follow that up. That's more important than trying to establish Jacob Fatu as the main eventer. Not to say that that's not important. Right now, Oba has the bigger upside. So if you salvage, it's gonna sound crazy. You sacrifice of Jacob's time to establish Oba. We just need to give Roman Reigns a program until we get to Oba. It's just him going with Jacob Fatu. It also helps establish Jacob Fatu because, like we saying, Roman Reigns is making Roman Reigns is making Jacob Fatu. Because again, it gets no better than that in this company. Like as good as Cody Rhodes is, as good as CM Punk is, as good as Gunther is, none of these people are the guys. The guy is Roman Reigns. And just being in the ring with him, it makes you also because, like I was saying earlier, he's a damn good worker. He's like you were saying, he's doing everything in his power to try to get this tongue and death grip over, and is helping Jacob along the way. Meanwhile, you got the guy that beat Brock Lesnar waiting in the wings. Cause we can only do this over open challenge for oh so long. So as soon as Clash in Italy is over, we get Oba going. Cause we gotta get the Roman and Oba. Cause Roman can't hold his championship more than 6 months.
But this soon?
Yes. Brock Lesnar got it in 6 months.
Well, why can't you just put the belt on Jacob?
'Cause- Okay. Where we go after that?
Yeah. I mean, you could put Oba and Jacob in a program.
Oba can't get beat. You can't beat Oba.
So
And
you beat
I don't want Jacob's first title reign to only be 30 days or 45 days. Like his time is coming. Like don't get me wrong, his time is coming. But I think Oba just have the more upside right now.
I just think it might be too soon for that. I'm not. I'm not saying that Oba. I feel like it might be too soon. I get it.
Okay.
Brock got it in 6 months. I get that, but man, I just feel that might be a little too soon because, like you always like to say, once you strap the rocket on him, you got to start booking him down.
You do got to start booking him down. But Oba is one of those ones. Now, generally, you do book him down. You're right. But Oba is one of those ones that could get this belt, hold on to this belt, and it actually be believable. He's one of those once and every once in a while type of talents that come through your door. And Oba's only 28 years old. Like he just turned 28.
Which means he's got plenty of time.
Just like Jacob. Jacob Russell's a safe style. So it's not like he has a Seth Rollins complex, if that makes any sense. And he's a Fatu. He's always gonna have a shot. He's part of the bloodline. And you can still branch him off with Jimmy, branch him off with Jay. Then we can work our way back around. You got Jacob winning the Royal Rumble. That'd actually kind of fire now that I'm thinking about it.
That is actually not a bad idea. But okay, so Jacob wins the Royal Rumble. Who does he take the belt from?
Jacob wins the shit. He can take it from her over. Yeah, he can take it from her over.
I think it means more. I think it would mean more. Don't get me wrong, he'd still be a champion, but I think it would mean shut the fuck up. I think it
Okay.
would mean more, not you, the fucking birds.
Nah, no, I got you.
I think it would mean more if he beat Roman. I think it would mean more if he beat Roman.
I like him beating Roman without the title. If we get the Roman has to be beaten by a heavyweight. And right now, Oba is that heavyweight. You don't, and this the thing. You don't have to make Oba. Oba's already been made. Brock Lesnar did that at WrestleMania. This is the way Jacob Fatu get his victory. That's why, okay, you know how I say sometimes it ain't about winning. You can lose and still look good. And I always pull up Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle, Royal Rumble 2003. This is just one of those programs to where we're trying to establish Jacob as a true main event player. So therefore, when he wins the when he wins a heavyweight championship, whichever one, it'll actually be believable. It'll actually mean something. And I actually, to be honest, I really got tired of him cutting these same promos though. Like, truth be told. But all in all, backlash. That was your backlash 2026 review. I gave it a thumbs up show. I think we all gave it a thumbs up show. B will be right back with us in a
Was
few seconds.
what's up with him? Is he okay?
Yeah, he good.
All right.
Monday night, Rizzo came to you live from
Knoxville,
Knoxville,
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Yes, sir.
Rocky
They
Top,
was
baby.
they was there. They was there and they was getting it on. What does everybody think about Raw last night? Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle.
I would honestly say thumbs up.
That's for backlash.
No, I'm saying I would say thumbs up for Raw as
Okay.
well.
What are y'all in the chat? What y'all think? Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle. I I give it a thumbs in the middle. It wasn't a great show, but it wasn't a bad show either. Yeah, that matter of fact, that's perfect. It's just it was there.
Mm, yeah,
Now,
yeah.
hold on. Whoa. All right. WWE. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. God damn it. Oh shit, my bad. Hold on, y'all. All right, here we go. We I got this shit. All right. Well, we started off the night with the mother freaking Vision and Paul Heyman standing in the middle, making their way out to the ring, and we get the continuation of the Vision and the Street Profits and Seth freaking Rollins. So I don't think I asked you this yet. What is your thoughts on that program right there, the Vision and the Street Profits?
I
My
think it
boy.
could be good.
Oh, there we go.
I think it can be good if it's booked right.
Well, I got you. I mean, anything could be good if it's booked right.
I
Can we
kind of
agree?
feel. I kind of feel like you didn't bring the Street Profits back to Raw for for nothing. So there's got to be a payoff, right?
Yeah, and sometimes that payoff isn't necessarily the baby faces winning.
Right.
And I don't really see I don't really see the Street Profits dethroning the Vision. And I honestly don't see this being a long drawn out program. Now, honestly, and this is the problem that WWE has, bro. Like they didn't butchered their tag division to where who cares about the tag titles on either side? Do you even remember that Damian Priest and R Truth are the tag champions on SmackDown?
Yeah, I know they are.
Well, I'm just a general question.
I mean,
Uh
yeah.
oh, what's going on, Yellow?
Oh, there's Wes.
Wesley.
Boy finally woke his ass up.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. So Austin Theory says so. We got our brother Braun back, so that means we got a 6 man tonight. But that brings me to the Street Profits. They seem like they always put their nose in our business. And then Montez Ford says, Theory, first of all, Rocky Top. Guys, I gotta admit, Theory's got a point. Oh shit. Excuse the fuck out of me. Let me not forget the line of the night, huh?
What everybody thinks is the line of the night, but you kind of changed my mind on that a little bit earlier.
So my boy say, but I get it, Logan. I know Paul, I know Braun. They want the tag team championships. Actually, I misspoke. They need the tag team championships. And that's because Bianca can't pay the bills anymore.
At first, that kind of seemed like a pretty fire line, but then you think about it and you're like, coming from Austin Theory. The reason why I thought maybe it was a fire line is because it came from Austin Theory, and that's not something that you would expect from Austin Theory, and also because it got a reaction from Paul Heyman. But you also pointed out that Paul Heyman is there to make Austin Theory look good, so he's gonna sell the shit out of him. So coming from Austin Theory, now that I really think about it, that line was. I mean, I mean, think about it. This is what
You see what Wes said?
I know. He told me that too, and actually, I agreed with him until I talked to you earlier. But because you kind of changed my mind on it. Like, okay, sure, it came from Austin Theory, and Paul Heyman sold it to make it look like it was a fire line. But I
But
mean,
and another reason why I said that is because I also saw him tweet that like about a week ago.
yeah, he did tweet it. He did tweet that out. So he's just kind of recycling something that he tweeted out originally.
Gotcha,
Now
gotcha,
he
gotcha.
now he just said it out loud, and everybody's like, "Oh shit," you know. But if you really think about it, it came from Austin Theory.
Right. And sometimes lines, you can
Now,
have a fire line, but if a person with no charisma says the line, it won't go over as well, or it won't hit as hard as it's supposed to. But if a CM Punk or Roman Reigns or whoever the case that's oozing charisma says this same line, it'll be delivered a whole lot better. Well, Austin
even
Theory, it just felt like a force.
even if Liv Morgan said it, it
Yeah,
probably
even if
would have.
yeah, there you go. Even if
If
Liv
Liv
Morgan
would have
says it,
said it, it would have probably, went over a hell of a lot better. But because it was Austin Theory, it kind of sounds like you said, a desperate attempt to get over.
and and like I used the Seth Rollins when we was on the phone. I used the Seth Rollins example. I said last week when Seth Rollins was, or was it 2 weeks ago? Whenever it was, when Seth Rollins was telling Braun Breaker,
You're the
calling him
second. Yeah.
Steiner, that you're the best. You're not even the second best Steiner in your family. Like if CM playing that line, I mean it's a. I ain't gonna say it's a bad line, but I feel like it kind of landed flat. And if a CM Punk or Roman Reigns or Cody Rhodes or whoever the case may be, like that oozes charisma, said this same line, it would have hit a lot harder. Yeah, like Logan Paul has charisma.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. It was funny. It was funny. I laughed, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Austin's dropping big boy lines over here. But you know, as
To quote
anything,
my
as anything can start out sounding amazing, you start to think about it, like, well, wait a minute, that came from Austin Theory.
yeah, and
That came from Austin Theory. And maybe that was what the shocking part was, is that it actually came from Austin Theory, and we don't expect shit like that from him.
facts. And this led to Joe Hendry coming out, and of course he's singing his song Paul.
Paul,
Paul.
Paul, can we fire Logan Paul?
Like,
I
hey
love it.
man, see Joe
Love
Hendry
it.
got it. Like
I
that's
love
that
it.
charisma. He got it. So okay, this led to a six-man tag between the Vision with Paul Heyman and Joe Hendry and the Street Profits. And Luigi's gonna get to the point where Ford was hit with a straight right hand. Dawkins knocks Breaker off the apron with a right jab. Ford lands the somersault plancha. Ford is fired up. Ford with the apron insecurity. Ford dials over Theory. Theory kicks Ford in the face. Theory goes for the roll up through the drop kick. And then Theory attacks Dawkins from behind. Rollins pulls Theory off of Dawkins. Oh shit. I skipped the part. My bad, y'all. Fuck. Break Breaker goes for the wraparound spear. Yes. I ain't
Well,
gonna lie. Braun
you
Breaker might have the second best spear of all time.
I'll tell you one thing, boy, he gets going pretty fucking fast.
Yeah, that speed is crazy.
That speed is fucking insane.
Like I fast in the ring. Shit, now that I think about it, I can't name too many fast wrestlers. But anyway, he goes for the wraparound spear, but Seth Rollins counters with a running lariat on. Fuck this goddamn website crash. My bad, y'all. And
Seth
this
Rollins intercepts, causing the
bitch. Okay. And then Rollins super kick Braun Breaker. Breaker is held back. Big held back by the Vision. Rollins gets into a shoving Oh fuck. Man, Joe. What the fuck? Injury and the Street Profits has defeated the Vision. What you think about this tag?
Yeah.
Hello?
I'm here.
We still here?
What'd you ask?
Damn.
My boy is having some technical difficulties tonight. Like for real, for real. My boy is having some technical difficulties tonight. But Jet, I kind of would disagree with with what you said about Austin Theory being a theory because I honestly believe now we got him in here twice.
All right, there we go. Now
My boy's
back.
having
Hold
some
on.
technical fucking difficulties tonight, man.
Talk about it.
Like, I honestly believe that Austin Theory might not look like it now, but I think he's one of the building blocks to the future. So, you know, that's just my opinion. I mean, he's only what 26 years old.
See, you not wrong in saying that. If you would have
I mean,
said this like 3 years ago, which we always said is 3 years ago, is
I've been saying
He beat
I've been
Cena at
saying this for a long
WrestleMania.
time,
When he beat Cena at WrestleMania, he was booked to be a joke after that.
right? Right? Right?
And
I'm,
that killed Austin Theory dead. So when
but I'm saying,
they put him in a tag with Grayson, which
but
still
I'm,
fall flat on his face. They
but
booked
I'm,
the breakup angle for like 18 months.
and still
And
didn't
then
do anything with it.
it took him off of television. Now
Right?
he's back with the Vision. And this is really the last shot with Austin Theory.
Right. But I'm saying he's young. He's still got a chance to. What I'm saying when I say what his age is, he's still got time to, you know, get on the right path, and he's got the right guy in his corner right now.
Well,
But
that's part of it being their last ditch effort.
like, let me put it this way: if Paul Heyman can't get him over, then he ain't ever getting over. So let's just call that straight up.
Logan, Logan Paul. Austin Theory is gonna have to be one of those ones that go away, like maybe to AEW, maybe to Japan, and turn himself into a name, and then come back.
Maybe
I get what you're saying, like the age, the potential, but I think that he got a better chance of WWE creative fucking him up even more versus him actually trying his hand on the Indies or in AEW, then coming back. I mean, hey, it worked for Cody, it worked for Drew. And Austin Theory isn't bad. Like, he's not bad. There is something to salvage, though.
maybe he needs to do that. Maybe he does need to go to AEW for a couple years. You know, hell, they seem to be doing something with Ricochet over there. You know,
Hey,
I
all
mean,
right.
Jericho probably gonna put his ass over, but I'm saying maybe you're right on that. Maybe he needs to go somewhere and establish himself and then come back. But I still think, like personally, I think he's one of the future building blocks.
Right. I mean, he has potential. Like, I'm not doubting the potential, but do you trust the creative? Do you trust the creative team? With Austin Theory, at least?
I wouldn't trust creative with anything.
That's funny. we go we go to the
I
bank and we
would
see it.
not trust this creative team with anything.
Don't blame you. So we go to the bank and we see Adam Pierce talking to the original El Grande Americano and Julio and Bruto Credo. Bruto Credo. In the backstage area, the Credos admit that's I like that. The Credos. The Credos admit that they can't speak a lick of Spanish.
That
Dominic
man doesn't even
Mysterio.
have a mask. That man doesn't even have a mask that fits over his.
Come on, man. Dominic Mysterio and Lil Morgan joined the conversation. She was wondering what plans does Adam Pearce have for the hottest rising star in the history of the WWE, Dominic Mysterio. OG El Grande tells Liv to mind her business. Liv says that OG might be short of a 10 piece. Might be a couple nuggets short of a 10 piece, but if he have any sense left, he would get out of their face when they talking to Adam Pearce. Pearce knows that Dom needs a type Dom needed a title opportunity. He noticed that Dom is wearing the AAA Mega Championship around his waist. Pierce tell Dom that he put that championship on the line against the original El Grande Americano. And then the camera cut. Los Garza appears, and they want to discuss business with Adam Pierce. Wonder what that's leading to.
Uh,
Well, my dog was just so crazy. I love
mm.
it. Timu, that's a Timu luchador.
Motherfucker don't even have a mask that fits his fucking face.
Well, next we had John, one of John's favorite wrestlers, Penta, come out to the ring, and he said he last week he heard some Pendejo talking about his Intercontinental Championship. Ethan Page, Penta is a fighting champion. Listen, why don't you come out of here and say it to my face? Ethan Page comes out. Okay. The audacity of this man to stand in the middle of this ring and say, "Why don't you come say it to my face?" You know I would love to, but I'm pretty sure you sat in the face, you sat in front of a mirror for 30 minutes and painted your chin and decided to hide your entire identity. Unlike me, who stands in the spotlight, no mask, no hidden identity. My name is All Ego Ethan Page, and I hail from the greatest country on earth, Canada. And not only that, you want to know a little bit more about me, Penta? Well, I pinned the Intercontinental Champion in the middle of the ring last week. Now, in my brain, that would make me the number one contender for said championship. But you might be a little afraid to lose to me again. Penta says, Ethan Page, listen, Pendejo, I'm not afraid to defend my title against you. And you know what? Let's fight right now, cabron. Ethan Page, holy man, look, I ain't about to read all this shit. Ethan Page and Penta have their back and forth discussions. Out come Rusev. Stop this. Shut up, Paige. Paige, I'm talking to you. You abuse me, Paige, but you're getting the Intercontinental Championship before me. It doesn't sit right with me because last week it was both of us that won this match, but it was me that bounced the head of Penta off that desk. Out comes Javon Evans. What the
Well, no,
hell?
no, no. Hold on. Paige is the one that kind of threw out that he kind of rage baited Rusev a little bit, talking about, yeah, Penta said you can't even beat Javon Evans or something like that, and then here comes Javon Evans. But yeah,
And this
like
leads to Javon Evans versus Rusev. Are we liking the booking of Javon Evans so far?
I yeah, yeah. I
I
am.
don't dislike it.
Some
I've
of what
noticed,
came out.
and I'm not gonna jinx it, but I've noticed that we are not saying bouncy as much. I've noticed that.
His music doesn't even start out with that anymore. His music starts further into his music. Yeah, yeah, that was it. That Javon Evans told Pierce Rusev couldn't beat him or something like that. Yeah, that was what it was. But he was rage baiting Rusev, so Rusev wouldn't come after him. Is what it was ultimately, you know. But um, I've noticed the last few times Javon Evans has actually come to the ring, they skip the beginning part of his theme and it just kind of goes to the music part and he comes out. So they haven't been saying that word very much lately. So maybe they're getting away from it.
I'm like I said, hey, if I could give them shit when they give us shit, I could give them their credit when they do some good things, even if it's something subtle. So like I said, I don't just wake up and just shit on the entire program. But shit is shit. But nevertheless, Javon Evans ended up defeating Rusev in a one-on-one match. And honestly, I'm gonna say this about Rusev and I'm gonna move on. Rusev to me, he just like Malachi Black. Like, why did we bring this back? Like, Rusev ain't been more over than when he came out at WrestleMania on a tank. And when they did Rusev Day, bro.
Oh, Rusev Day got way over.
Yes, like it ain't gonna go through that. I did want to see where him and Kofi was gonna go, but hey,
So did I. I wanted to see it, but yeah, you ask a wrestler to take a pay cut, they're not going to want to do it.
yep, another love TKO. Teddy Pendergrass, very nice. All right, now we get bearded favorite people. My boy come back to us
Wow.
eventually. Paige, Brie Bella, and the Judgment Day segment. Brie last week, Raquel and Roxanne called us to come to Monday Night Raw, and as your defending WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, here we are. Paige says that's right, and we're ready for a fight. But where's the Judgment Day? Out comes Raquel, Brie, Paige. Welcome to our show. I'm glad that you guys could finally make it. And you take a little time from your nostalgia tour that's keeping you so busy. Roxanne says, no, seriously. I mean, I can't believe that I'm finally face to face with you two. I used to love watching you two on TV. Back when you two were still young and relevant. I mean, Brie, you don't even remember meeting me as a little girl. You told me that you was gonna carry the Bella legacy. What kind of shit is that, boy? Ooh, imagine carrying the Bella legacy. And
Right.
at the time, it meant everything to me until I realized how dare you set the bar so low for me.
That was a pretty fire line.
Oh yeah,
And then
and
Raquel bust out with, said the page, we're just waiting for your next scandal to drop, which is also,
that's
uh,
it's a good line.
but not coming from Raquel.
I would have loved if Roxanne would have said that.
Roxanne, yes. If Roxanne
Yes,
would have said it, yes.
that would have delivered well to me at least.
Hmm.
But we both in agreement on shit. We both in agreement on that.
No
So
charisma.
Paige and Bree gets into the brawl with the Judgment Day. Liv Morgan comes out and nail Paige with the code breaker. Morgan transitioned into a ground and pound attack. Roxanne tees off on Bree. Roxanne delivered a cartwheel knee drop. Judgment Day nails Paige with their big boots, Russian side Russian leg sweep combination. And the Judgment Day stand tall over the women's tag team champions.
And they have a match set for next week.
Which Paige and I got Paige and Bree going over on that.
This could be where we get the switch with Roxanne.
Or you can start building towards it.
I think Finn's gonna finally get in her head.
Oh, that is gonna be the ultimate end game. But we got a long way to SummerSlam.
I still think it's gonna happen at Saturday night's main event in July in Madison Square Garden.
All right, I'm gonna hold
I'm
you to
saying
that.
that could be. I'm saying next week could be where we get that, or we start to get the seeds being planted. You're stupid as fuck, D. Damn. But no, seriously, I think that could be where we kind of get where we get the seeds start to be planted a little bit. Maybe we get another meeting with Finn and Roxanne backstage, and every time that happens, you get a little bit more in her head, and you start to kind of see it. Maybe Roxanne starts hesitating on things that she would normally just go with. And I guess I don't know. We'll see. But that has to be the ultimate end game, right?
Has to be.
It
But
has to be. It has to be Finn. It has to be Finn getting into her head. She's old enough to be my daughter. God damn.
oh my goodness.
God damn.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I got Roxanne over a little, but that's just me. So, we go to the back and we have Roman Reigns talking to Jimmy Uso in the locker room. Jimmy says that Jay in the parking lot waiting for Jacob. He's gonna try to talk Jacob out of coming out to the ring tonight. Why would he do that?
Why
Jimmy
the fuck?
said. Jimmy says that Roman must have got hit in the head harder than he thought at Backlash. They went to war on Saturday and Roman won. Jimmy says that he should leave it alone. Roman says that everyone is trying to bail Jacob out. They made a deal. There was a contract involved. Jacob signed the line. There got to be water here. You can't make promises like everyone here and neglect your word. Hey man, I ain't gonna lie. When Roman is on, he's on, bro. Hey, you they have to be men of their word. If Jacob can't have respect for his family, there will never be respect on the outside. Roman says that Jacob has to acknowledge him. Jimmy doesn't know if he can trust Jacob. Roman says that Jacob is out if he doesn't acknowledge him tonight. Jimmy tells Roman that he's gonna go check on Jay. Ooh-wee. And we have our third match of the night: Io Sky versus Soul Ruka.
Oh my god, this match was fucking great.
Yeah, this
Oh,
was a good match. This
mm.
was a good match. And if whenever y'all get the chance, if you haven't seen it, go out your way to go see this. This is this. I mean, this is not going to be the greatest women's match of all time, but it is definitely something that's worth watching because Soul Ruga, I ain't gonna lie, she do got that leader Jeff Hardy thing going on. You can definitely tell where she gets her influence from. She's gonna be a big player for sure. And I like the
Yeah.
way they counted out of the Soul Snatchers.
That was great. That was great.
Yep. And Io Sky pinned Soul Ruka, and she pinned her clean. And this is one of those rare times. Now, generally, get back on the screen when I say this. Generally, you don't want to beat your new talent. I know how I just said that Seth Rollins is established and Braun Breaker needed this, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, you can say Soul Roken needed this too, but in this case, it's not a bad thing that she lost to Io. She went
Mm-mm.
in there and actually looked damn good. It was a clean match, and there's no shame in losing to Io. At least in a I hate to say this, but a throwaway match on Raw. Now, if this was a PLE, matter of fact, that's what it is. If this was a PLE, I would have wanted Saruka to go over. If this was, since this is just a Monday Night Raw show, yes. And it's her first match on Raw, if I'm not mistaken. No,
No,
yeah. Wait, it's
No,
not
she had a
her
match
and
with
Becky.
Liv.
Well, Liv, yeah,
She had
yeah,
a
yeah,
match with
yeah, yeah,
Liv
yeah.
day after WrestleMania.
You're right about that. Since this is the second match on Raw, ain't nothing wrong with losing to EO Sky, man.
No,
So
Io made her look strong.
very nice. This is a thumbs up for me. Then we cut to the back. Jimmy Uso walk. Oh, my bad. You had anything you want to add to that?
No, no. I'm
Okay,
saying that was definitely a thumbs up match.
got you. We go to the back. Jimmy Uso walks up to Jay in the parking lot in the entrance tunnel. Jay says that Jimmy is not funny. Jimmy mentions that the conversation with Roman Reigns didn't go so well. Jimmy says that Roman is becoming delusional. Jay knows that Jacob Fatu is not going to acknowledge Roman. It's a different type of family business they dealing with. Jimmy says this family can be stressful. And Jay reminds Jimmy that their family is the reason why they're at the WWE today. To talk about a shoot. Jimmy tells Jay that he's gonna go to the ring with the Roman and wish his brother good luck with Jacob. I don't give a shit about the recap with the John Cena Classic. Oh yeah. What's your thoughts on the John Cena Classic?
It's a very interesting concept. So you can still lose, but then you could still be voted as the overall champion. It's a very interesting concept. It's a concept that I'd like to actually see put out there. Honestly, no, I think it could be it. Man, it's the only thing is you're going to have the IWC and fans that are saying that the votes are being manipulated and shit like that. So, because it is in fact a wrestling storyline. So, but I don't. I, I hate to say it, but let's wait and see how it plays out.
Based off what I gather from the announcement, it sounds like they're trying to doing this. They're gonna put 10 pounds of shit in the 5 pound bag. I really hate how they try to rewrite history and act like we wrestling fans, at least us that's been around, are fucking retarded or whatever. But they're saying this is the first fan voting woo woo blah blah. So Taboo Tuesday wasn't a thing.
Taboo Tuesday wasn't a thing. I said the same thing.
So
I said the
Taboo
same damn
Tuesday
thing.
wasn't a thing.
I
We
said the
just
same
forgot
damn
about
thing.
Taboo Tuesday
I
just
said
that
the same
quick.
damn thing. I said the
Like,
exact same
bro.
thing.
And yes, and this right here. How can you lose and still win? Basically, man, these people are not slick. These people are slick. They are using this as a gauger, and this is my opinion. So please don't take this as a fact. This is just this is what I gathered from the announcement. These people are using this as a gauger from the
Cyber Sunday,
fans.
Cyber Tuesday, same thing.
They're using this as a gauger from the fans to see what we like, so they can say, "Oh, we listen to the fans. We'll do it." But in the end, what the hell, like, bro? Yeah, they got to flesh out some of these details because the way it was explained, that shit sound confusing as hell. It damn near sound as confusing as a Pujami prison. Let's
Oh,
move on.
oh.
Yeah,
How
I
about
did
a
that.
how about a red hell in a cell?
Jackie Rabbit is backstage.
Hold on. There's one detail that you left out from Raw is the conversation between Adam Pearce and Roman Reigns, where he's telling him, "I'm not gonna let Jacob in the ring. I'm not gonna let Jacob in here tonight." And Roman said, "Who brought Jacob in here? I did. No, Solo brought you in.
Yeah.
You were gone. Like you were on hiatus when Jacob debuted." So yeah, that was pretty. I thought that was pretty fucking cool. Because once again, when I heard that, I'm like, you didn't bring him in. Solo brought him in.
And he says,
Anyway,
I brought in Solo.
moving on.
But Jackie Ribbon is backstage with an interview with Street Profits, and they'll get their chance to capture the World Tag Team titles at Saturday night's main event. And LaDoggan says that they're feeling good. It's exactly what they came back for. people is not winning no tag titles. Seth Rollins joins the conversation. If the Profits are serious about getting those tag titles off the division, then it's time they talk. Montez Ford says there's no we. Dog is there. They should at least hear him out. Ford doesn't want to because Rollins said it himself last week. If the Profits stood out of Rollins' way, he would stay out of theirs. Rollins says that he was wrong. Rollins is everything they say about him. He's the greatest of their generation, a revolutionary, but he cannot be trusted. And Montez says that they do not need Rollins' help to kick the Vision's ass. Them folk is not winning no tag titles.
Yep.
Coming out of a commercial break, Io Sky runs into Soul Ruka backstage. Io says that Soul is the future and they'll fight again one day. And Soul says that she's looking forward to it. Soul turns around and sees Becky Lynch laughing at her. The next big thing couldn't beat Io Janetti. I swear to God, the way that they throw shots at Marty Janetti is hilarious. Becky says that the lights may be too bright for Soul as she walks away.
That's a SummerSlam match.
Oh yeah, and I got Soul Ruka.
Oh, so do I. That's going to be a SummerSlam match, and you cannot do that before SummerSlam. You
Oh,
absolutely can. You can't do that in Italy. You can't do that at Saturday Night's Main Event. You have to wait until SummerSlam for that.
you have to get sold on the card in Italy. Now, who you get her on the card with, I don't know, but she got to
Maybe
start
another
getting
match.
some wins.
Maybe another match with Io.
She got to beat her then,
Then she's got to
because
beat it. Yeah, no,
you
I
can't
agree.
you can't go into SummerSlam not winning no matches, and then I'm not saying you're saying that, but I'm just saying in general, you can't go into SummerSlam with losing matches and get a intercontinental match. I
That's
mean,
definitely going to have to be. That's definitely going to have to be a SummerSlam match.
AJ did walk back and just get a intercontinental championship match.
Well, well, she didn't go over as well as they thought she was either. But
Top facts.
Sol Ruka is definitely a future star, a future major player in WWE.
And now,
Absolutely.
and now, over, over, over. Comes out to the ring, and now the time has come for the Obafemi Open Challenge. Adam Pierce comes out, and he says, "Hey, nobody, huh?
No, I'm just laughing. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Adam Pierce comes out and says, "Hey, nobody, what the? Hold on, I'm catching up on the comments.
Yeah, they're not,
Nah,
yeah,
facts.
that is diabolical in Chicago. Yeah,
Now, now, Adam Pierce comes out and he says, "We're all excited for the open challenge, believe me, but hey, nobody in the back was willing to answer the challenge. Therefore, it's my duty to inform you that the Oba Femi Open Challenge is hereby canceled." Oba Femi says that Pierce can't do his job. Says that everybody is a coward. And then he attacks Los Garza outside the gorilla position. And then Femi brings Los Garza back down to the ring. Over Femi drives Angel back first to the LED board, and then Femi tells the referee to ring the bell. Femi,
he carried the fucker over his shoulder and dragged the other one by his hair.
there, bro. This, I'm about to put my thoughts on this. So Femi with a series of running uppercuts. Femi with two toss slams. Femi is fired up and he hits the fall from grace, picks up the victory, and therefore he beats Los Garza. And I have a supreme problem with this.
Threw one motherfucker over.
My dog is cracking up over there.
Oba
Like,
created his own open challenge. And the word, God, the word is that Los Garza was released after that.
like, bro. Matter of fact, damn, oh,
Oh shit! Oh, I'm telling you, man. It's funny as hell. But let's hear your problem with it.
Now, I only got one problem with this.
Sure.
Considering the state of the WWE tag team, why are we beating tag teams like this? Now, wait a minute. Before you answer that, hold the fuck up. Hold up. Stop the show. Bruh, man, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Out of all these damn WWE budget cuts, how the hell does a Viking Raider still have a job?
Hmm.
Hold up. Oh no. How do these people have a job?
Wasn't that the first?
Tag team
Wasn't
that
that?
Oba destroyed. That what made me think of this. Matter of fact, I immediately thought about the Viking Raiders when I seen this, but I didn't even think about the budget cuts to just now. Like, nah, for real. Like, this is a real question, and
Now
this is
wait a
for the
minute.
chat. How
Now
the
wait a minute.
hell does these people still have a job?
Now wait a minute. They're the War Raiders now.
War Raiders, Viking Raiders, Oakland Raiders. How the hell you have a job?
Oakland Raiders. What the
A
God
job.
damn, bro. Now I okay.
Like you over there cracking up like, nah, hold
I'm
on,
cracking
wait.
up. I'm just cracking up how Oba had one motherfucker on his shoulder and was dragging the other motherfucker to the ring by his hair. Like that.
Bruh,
That was just pure fucking comedy.
man,
And it's
send these people to
not.
Valhalla, man.
And it's not something. It's not something that you want for Oba. You don't want people laughing at what the fuck he's doing.
Wait, these people got the name of two losing franchises in the National Football League, Viking Raiders. And these people got a job. No, man.
You you something else. You're something else for that shit, but that's pretty fucking funny, bro. That is pretty fucking funny. I'll give you that, but you're
Two
something else.
loser ass franchise,
You're,
man.
you're,
Get these
you're,
people
you're
the fuck
something
up
else for
out of
that
here.
shit. You're something else for that shit. But anyway, no, I don't know. I don't know how the hell they.
What? Oh, send these people to Valhalla, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh shit! I don't know how they survived the budget cuts. Hell, there might be more. There's rumors that Carmelo might be cut. I
Bro,
mean, there's
I
all kinds
pro-
of rumors. There's all kinds of rumors going around that the cuts aren't over.
I promise to God, bro. I don't care where I'm at. The absolute second moment, the hour I find out that Carmelo Hayes do not have a job, but the Viking Raiders are still employed, I'm going live immediately and I'm talking my shit. And you can take all the goddamn notes you want because there's going to be a lot of N words flying around here. I hate bullshit. This is going to be the uncut version. I ain't lying. Hey, almost, man. Let me go ahead. I'm spending too much time on the Viking Raiders.
That's crazy.
But nah, seriously though, all jokes aside, the current state of the WWE tag team division, like, why are we beating tag teams like this?
I agree.
We got the Creed brothers and Mask. Why are we doing that? I get it gets them on television. I get that. I understand that. If it's gonna be a real, but you this is just like the Pat McAfee shit because this is not gonna last long. This is only gonna last until Gable get outed as Grand Americano. Because Kaiser's keeping that gimmick going in Mexico. He's the biggest babyface in Mexico.
So you think he's gonna lose the match? Yeah, yeah, Wes. Yes. Oh my God!
I know, take it back to 1998.
Oh my God! Jet! God damn!
Yeah. Gabe was definitely losing that match.
Good, good. Finally, finally.
I think the match is. At the end of May?
30th. The 30th.
Yeah. Damn,
The day before. The day before Italy. Which the next that show was actually on a Sunday, not a Saturday.
Hey, we might be able to do a live stream for that. I've been off the last few Sundays. Damn, I'm gonna end up working it. I'm gonna end up working that Sunday. I just
You
jinxed
just
it.
fucking jinxed yourself.
I'm cursed.
You just fucking you are cursed.
Oh, my mama. All right, so
But anyway, I mean,
we had
if you are, let's try, okay?
gotcha. Finn Balor jumped JD McDonough backstage in the backstage area as Dominic Mysterio headed to the ring. Finn tells Dom, "Hey, shit, like you gotta go out there by yourself."
He ragdolled that motherfucker,
Nah,
and
I
then
ain't gonna
just
lie, I didn't see that coming.
he ragdolled that motherfucker, and then just looked at Dom and said, "I guess you got to do it by yourself, mate."
He smacked the fuck out that crate. But
He did. He did.
we had Dominic Mysterio versus Grande Americano for the AAA Mega Championship. And Dominic Mysterio gave away the Michinoku driver for a 2 count. Mysterio goes for the slingshot senton, but Americano ducks out the way. Americano with the release German suplex into the turnbuckle. Americano with the dragon suplex for a 2 count. Americano drags Mysterio to the corner. Los Americanos run interference. El Grande punches OG behind our referee's back. Mysterio kicks Americano in the gut. Mysterio drops Mysterio drops Americano with a tornado DDT for a 2 count. Los Americanos get into a huge brawl with American made, yeah, the Credos.
Just,
American
just, just,
Americano
just
applies the
get to
angle
the
lock.
end.
OG El Grande trying to rip off Kaiser's mask. Mysterio nails Americano with the 619. Mysterio connects with the frog splash and picked up the victory. I have no notes for this. This is absolute garbage.
You
I
want to
have
talk
no
about
interest in this.
the Danhausen shit being filler for the pay per view? This was absolute fucking filler for Raw. Like, and it happened way too late in the show.
Yep.
That was
Now,
so fucking bad.
yeah.
You have the AAA championship being defended for the first time ever on WWE television, and this is what you give us,
Yeah, this is what they gave us.
Mike. Who booked this shit?
You know exactly who did.
Like seriously, man. I ain't even gonna fucking mention Bruce's name, but like seriously, who booked this shit?
You know exactly who booked that and who greenlit that.
Now, is there any truth to the rumor that Vince McMahon is trying to get some Saudi investors to buy back WWE? Is there any truth to that?
I have no way to confirm or deny. I
I'm
have
gonna
no
say
way to
this.
confirm or deny that.
I'm gonna say this right here, right now, and y'all can revisit this if you remember this, okay? Because what I'm about to say is something that is 8 years from now. If if TKO is still the owner, or if TKO is still running the show, WrestleMania 50 will not see the light of day.
You know what's funny? I remember way back when. This had to
I
be
said the
like
same thing about
2015,
WrestleMania 40.
2014.
I
Bro, we had that
remember.
conversation. And we were like,
We
bro,
did.
this current direction, WrestleMania 40 will not live to see the day, but goddamn.
I'm telling you, if TKO is still in charge, we will not see WrestleMania 50. That is 8
I,
years from now, but I'm telling you, if TKO continues this business model that they are using, WrestleMania 50 will not see the light of day. So y'all remember that. Y'all remember I said that when we don't have WrestleMania 50 if TKO is still in charge. Because they
I,
are absolutely running this into the ground.
Now, I know they are not our favorite operators of World Wrestling Entertainment. I know Vince McMahon holds a very special place in everybody's heart as a promoter. I ain't talking about Vince McMahon, a human being. Outside of this, I'm just talking about him strictly in the confines of professional wrestling. But at this point in time, the WWE is just too big. Like it's gonna take a massive, and I do mean Chris Benoit esque scandal in order for this company to fail. Cause there's always WrestleMania is such a brand now to where cities are bidding on these years down the line. So I mean, and plus they'll always have it in Vegas if it came to that point. It'll just be an annual thing in Vegas. We'll see 50. It's now when we originally made that quote like about 10, 15 years ago. Well, 10
I
years
remember.
ago.
I remember. I said if the
It
WWE continues the path it's going,
it
WrestleMania
had
40 won't see the light of day.
it had credence then, but now in 2026, they too big of an entity. Like they too big. Well,
Man,
anything can fall, but that's what I'm saying. It would take another Chris Benoit type of scandal in order for it to happen. It got to be something major, like very major, for it to happen.
I think TKO can just run the fucking company into the ground.
Not before 50 though. That's only like 8 years from now.
It is 8 years from now, but goddamn, if they continue, if they continue the way that they're doing things, no, they will run this company into the ground.
Well,
They
unfortunately,
will be the one to kill the creation.
Unfortunately, though, it's still too big of a subsection of hardcore rabid wrestling fans that still patronize the product. And then you got to think about overseas. How much money they make overseas? They can host WrestleMania overseas 3 years straight and do 2 years in Vegas. They go five right there. You still got Saudi. There's six right there. You still owe Indianapolis a WrestleMania. There's seven right there. We're already at eight.
Apparently,
Not to
Tennessee's
mention
going to
you,
get it,
not to mention you own New Orleans too. You own
and
New Orleans
Tennessee,
big.
Tennessee is apparently getting next year or the year after Saudi. But listen, I hope I'm wrong about this. I really do. But TKO is running this company into the ground. Like,
To to us the people that's been watching for years, absolutely. But again, it's too many of the people, and it's enough of the people. Let me say that it's enough people that patronize the product. There's a reason why they keep breaking record gates after record gates. Even though the tickets are high as shit, they're still breaking. People are still buying it.
that's because the rich are the only ones that can fucking afford it.
But they gonna keep what? Well, that's what they gearing their product to.
And that's
Unfortunately, that's
dumb.
what they gearing it. I agree. I
And that's
agree.
dumb.
I agree. I'm not disagreeing.
This is
That's
something that Vince would have never done.
but but it make you miss that old motherfucker, don't it? It make
I,
you appreciate. I ain't gonna lie, y'all.
I
I
really
get.
hope I really hope that the rumor's true. I really do. But the thing is, I hope that if he does buy it back, that he just handles the business of things. Now, there's a good chance that that's not going to happen because this is a fucking man we're talking about. But I hope that he just handles the business side of things and lets somebody else run this part of things if he does come back. You know, like I just find myself shaking my head a lot when I watch the product now.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I love Vince McMahon as the promoter, the on-screen character, but I don't want an 80-year-old man trying to run a wrestling company in
He can handle
2026.
he can handle the business side of it.
But we don't. But the creative.
We need somebody else to relieve Papa H of his duties.
Again, Black. I'm not saying that it can't happen. I'm just saying they are too entrenched right now, and it's enough people. Although tickets are sky high, there's enough people that patronizes the product that'll push it forward at least for 8 years. Now, if you would have said 20 years from now, then I would have like, yeah, okay, I can see that. But you specifically said WrestleMania 50, so that's only 8 years. So I'm only working with what was given.
Oh shit! I just realized I changed one part of the banner, but forgot to change the other part. Shit!
I,
I'll
I didn't
change
even
it.
see it.
I'll change it later. I changed the time because we normally start at 5 o'clock your time, 6 o'clock my time. But the first part of it says still says 4:30, and I didn't change it. I changed the
Okay,
second one, but not the first one. Yeah. See, yeah. Anyway, I don't know, man. Hmm, trust me. I
that's
hope I'm
fair,
wrong.
Black.
I hope I'm wrong, but I just man, TKO does not know how to run this shit. They don't. They don't.
Well, it's never worked. Wrestling has only worked at its peak when wrestling people was making the wrestling decisions.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like
yeah,
shit.
no.
Hell, if I'm Eric Bischoff, I'm getting some investors together. You know, I'm shit. I mean, think about it. Imagine Eric Bischoff. You know, he could do a hell of a lot better than TKO could. I don't know if he could do better than Vince could, but he could do a hell of a lot better than TKO could.
Now we're at the Roman Reigns acknowledgement ceremony.
Yes.
We get a live shot of Jacob Fatu arriving at the arena. Jacob is coming, completely ignoring Jey Uso as he's marching towards the ring. Jay says that Jacob is going to be creating problems for his family. Jay says that Jacob needs to be smart about this. And then Jacob ends up attacking Jay with multiple headbutts in a gorilla position. Jacob says, "What you think? You want me to come out and acknowledge you, Roman? Hell nah. You better have to beat what? You have to beat the apology. I mean the acknowledgement out of me." Even though he definitely said you better have to beat that acknowledgement out of me. That is not proper English, brother.
Hey,
Uh, Jacob uppercuts Jimmy Uso. Jacob repeatedly throws Jimmy into the steel guardrails, and Roman throws down a microphone, and all hell breaks loose in Knoxville. Roman and Jacob trade visits to the top turnbuckle pad. Jacob drops Roman with a running headbutt. Jacob clothesline Roman over the top rope, and then Jacob goes for the suicide dive, but Roman counters with the Superman punch. And then Roman delivered multiple chair shots to the back of Jacob, telling him he better acknowledge him. Repeatedly hitting him with the chair. Roman
acknowledge
goes,
me or your ass is fired.
there you go. Roman goes for the spill, but Jacob countered with the super kick. Jacob applies the tongue and death grip, and Jacob dumps Roman to the outside. Jacob lands a suicide dive. Jacob drives Roman face first to the steel post. And then they make their way over there to the ringside table, the announce table. Sorry. Roman Reigns delivers another Superman punch. And then Roman
But
goes for the Superman punch, but Jacob counters with a tongue and death grip again.
hold on before you go any further. I think at one point Jacob, after he threw him in the one post, meant to throw him in the other post, but then we got the weakest fucking stare
Yo,
shot I've ever seen in my
yo,
life.
I swear to God, when I saw that, I thought that exact same thing. I
I
said that
said,
exact
damn, that
same
was the
word. I say,
weakest
damn.
fucking stare shot I've ever seen in my life.
He barely grazed that motherfucker. I was like, bro. All right, man.
All right, go
I
ahead,
guess, I
continue.
guess, I guess I'd rather you barely graze that bitch than for you to Jay Cargill yourself.
But I think he meant to throw him into the pole, and then he ended up throwing him towards the stairs, and Roman just went with it. But god damn, that shit looked weak.
Jacob reapplies the tongue and death grip, and Jacob shuts down Adam Pierce. Jacob poses with oh shit, my bad. But Jacob put Roman through the table with a power bomb. I should have
Hmm.
said that.
Yes.
And then Jacob shuts down Adam Pierce. Jacob poses with the World Heavyweight Championship, and then Jacob make his way up the ramp. But he gets to the tippy top, and then he runs back down there, and he put them through the timekeeper's barricade. Them being the Usos and Roman Reigns through the timekeeper's barricade with a massive hip attack. And Jacob stands tall over Roman and the Usos as the show goes off the air. Which, logistically speaking, how do you get three people with a hip drop? I mean, with uh, a hip tackle, whatever the fuck it's called.
I don't know, but he did.
The camera cuts. It's the production. Because if the camera got that at the right angle, there's no way you can get all three unless you just that fucking massive. But the camera
Either
cut
way,
does make it look like he got all three. I mean, hey,
either way,
W-
it
WWE
was
is
a
good at what
great
they do.
it was a great fucking ending. And Jacob is completely off the fucking rails, unhinged, out of control, and I fucking love it.
Yes, indeed. And that is your conclusion to the Monday Night Resolve from Knoxville, Tennessee. Nah, facts.
He probably hit
So,
Roman, and the other two just fell with it.
so what are y'all? What are you thinking about
I
this segment?
don't fuck this up with Jacob Fatu because this character is hot. This fucking character is hot.
And you see, I don't need him winning the world championship right now. He can be the guy to take the Intercontinental Championship from Penta.
I think what's his name's gonna do that.
Yeah, Ethan Page can take it, and Ethan Page can give it right back to Penta.
Just I kind of feel like if you build up Jacob to be this strong, and then you give him the Intercontinental title, that's a step down, brother.
Is it really?
I feel it is.
Chris Jericho, if I'm not mistaken, Chris Jericho had the Dusty finish with Triple H at the end of 1999.
I remember.
Was that the
This
end
is
of 99?
this is 27 years later
Whoa, whoa,
though.
whoa, whoa. Just feel where I'm going with this.
I know what you're
Wasn't
saying.
that?
They had
No, I'm
they
asking a question. I'm asking a question. I'm not saying it was. I'm asking, dude, was it?
I
I
think
think
it
it
was the
was
end of
the.
I think it was 99. Yeah. They they did that to see what the crowd reaction would be if Jericho won. And it wasn't what they thought it was going to be, so they made the switch back to Triple H.
Oh no, it actually was what they thought it was gonna be. That's why he became the first ever undisputed champion.
Oh, and
And,
trust me,
and
he won't let you forget it.
very nice. Now, Jericho's first title was the Intercontinental Championship. Cause that's when him and China was trading that back and forth. This would have been January of 2000.
Wasn't Jacob U.S. champion?
He was, but I see US,
It's
you
the
know,
same fucking title.
what has a better lineage on it than the other.
It's pretty much the same damn title. The U.S. title was WCW's version of the Intercontinental title. It's the same damn thing.
I don't know. Just don't see. Oh, I just don't see Jacob being a world champion in 2026. Oh boy, I have it before him. Nah,
Yeah,
facts.
that's true. That's true. I mean, yeah. I mean, he trusts me. It's almost like Paul Heyman reminding everybody that Brock Lesnar ended the Undertaker's undefeated streak at WrestleMania. So I get it. Jericho just Jericho won't shut up about anything. But I just me personally, I feel like if you give him the Intercontinental title after having him in the main event, it's a step down.
It depends on. I mean, I guess that's a matter of perspective. But he, the world title scene is just too crowded for him, at least. Because we still got to get Braun Breaker on the world championship, and who deserve it more, Braun Breaker or Jacob Fatu? I say Braun Breaker.
Are you gonna let Braun Breaker beat Roman Reigns?
No, 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 no. I'm just saying
I'm sorry.
that
I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. Are you gonna let a Steiner beat an Anoa'i?
like a motherfucker, like a
I'm
motherfucker.
just
Shit.
I'm just saying. I really think they should give him a run. I mean, fuck. You gave it to Jey Uso.
And we
Don't
know
get me wrong.
what mistake that
Don't
was.
don't get me wrong. It was a mistake, but shit. What do you got to lose with Jacob? Especially if you keep this unhinged character. Like, man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
That'd be actually pretty wicked. But would that make Braun
Mm,
Breaker a babyface?
maybe.
I
Well,
don't
yeah, because
ever
Gunther's the
let,
fucking heel right now in the Cody thing.
let me say this, I am more than sure you would agree with me when I say this. I
Sure.
bet not ever, as long as this man is an active professional wrestler. I don't care if he's in WWE, New Japan, AEW, Lucha Underground. Don't give a shit where he's at. If you turn Gunther into a babyface, you kill this man. This man is a heel,
He is.
a career heel.
He
Just like
is.
how Rey Mysterio is a career babyface, Ricky Steamboat is a career babyface. This man is a career heel. Matter of fact, turning heel babyface will have the same effect as turning Rick Rude babyface. Imagine a babyface Rick Rude.
Yeah.
Can't do it, Can't do it.
No, you can't.
Imagine a babyface Ted DiBiase.
They tried.
Can't do it. It just don't make sense. As the $1 million man.
Mm,
It's a
I
heel
don't-
gimmick. It screams heel.
right. So,
Nah, facts. No, no. Oh, believe me, it's coming. But see that's again. I know I say this a lot, y'all. This is gonna be a reoccurring. This will be no. Not broad breaker. Oh, okay. If you say it in general, I believe that. I got you. I agree with that. But specifically Gunther, absolutely not. But again, this is a running trope on this show. You'll hear it a lot. One thing that WWE does do well, they do not hot shot the territory.
they don't.
Like they give you the money matches. Sometimes it don't be what we want it to be, or when it makes sense for it to be. But believe you me, I think they've learned from the Hogan Flairs and the Austin Hogans, even though we know why that didn't happen, et cetera, et cetera. Sting and Taker, like matches you left on the table. I don't think they had that problem with leaving matches on the table.
No, they don't.
So, y'all know what time it is. You know what time it is. It is time for qu- qu- question of the brought to you by no one. Unsullied my sponsorship since 1989. Thank you, Dr. O'Neill. That is my salute and tribute to Inside the NBA. My main man, Ernie Johnson. Now, I don't know if D Black is still in the chat. D Black, you got to sit this one out if you are. But my question is there's this one person, a wrestling executive or an executive that is definitely directly tied to professional wrestling. He is the most underrated entity to ever hit professional wrestling. If you were to Thanos snap this man and he disappears, wrestling would not be seen as you know it today. Do you know who this man is? He changed the world of professional wrestling in the late 1980s. Do you know who this man is? And it's not Vince McMahon.
I was about to say.
Vince McMahon is the greatest thing to ever happen to professional wrestling. I'm saying that without this man, though, you probably wouldn't have. We wouldn't recognize Vince the way we recognize him today. Truth be told, if Vince McMahon would have went out of business in 1992.
Is it the man that just passed away this week?
You tell me. That sounds like a question. You can't answer a question with a question.
I mean, uh,
I know what the answer is, but it sounds like you
well,
asking
no
me a
fucking
question.
shit. You're asking the question. No shit. You know the answer.
Yep.
But I mean, hold up, man. What is going on with Bearded? What is going on with him? Is he okay?
Yeah.
We haven't
He
heard
keep
from
it.
him in
Yeah, I think he had to dip off for a second or whatever he had going
a
on, but he keep his
second.
stream up. He keep his stream up so it can be a multi stream.
I get it, but you know, man, shit. It's like I see him sitting there, but he ain't saying nothing.
He muted his mic.
I see that.
But yeah,
Um,
wrestling executives, late 1980s. Without this man, wrestling would not be viewed the way it is today. Without this man, Vince McMahon would have went out of business in 1992. Hulk Hogan was in the WWF in 1992. Kevin Nash was Vinny Vegas in 1992. Scott Hall was the Diamond Stud and well, Razor Ramon in 1992. So this predates the NWO.
I don't think I don't think it's Ted Turner. As Ted Turner didn't really make his impact until 95. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm sure when you give me the answer, I'm gonna feel dumb as shit. So go ahead.
You didn't give me an answer.
I have no fucking clue.
Just give me something. You know enough wrestling executives to where you
I
can name at least one of
I
them.
do, but damn, I like my first
And
thought would be
1980s is your time. That's your wheelhouse.
it is my time, but I didn't really know a whole lot about executives and shit. I knew wrestlers, but
I mean, Jim Crockett is an executive. Um, Jim Crockett.
Paul Boss,
Um,
Paul
yeah,
Boss, Bill
Paul
Watts.
Bosch. These people.
Okay,
These are
so
executives.
all right, let's go with
Jim
Jim
Hurd.
Crockett.
Whoever.
Let's go
You
with
going with Jim Crockett?
Yeah, let's go with Jim Crockett.
You play dominoes?
No.
I know my boy Jet play dominoes. So you know there's a saying in dominoes that say study long, study wrong. And you always go with your first mind. You had it right there in your grasp. You just put it in form of a question instead of an answer.
How
The
was it?
answer is Ted Turner.
How was it Ted Turner?
I'm about to tell you why it's Ted Turner. If Ted Turner does not buy Jim Crockett Promotions in 1988 and convert it over to WCW, Jim Crockett's goes out of business. They went broke. They was $5 million in the hole in 1988, and Ted Turner swooped in and bought it and rebranded it as World Championship Wrestling. Now, if it wasn't for Ted Turner giving Eric Bischoff that primetime slot on Monday night, there is no Nitro. No Nitro means no NWO, no Hogan, no nut. Well, actually, when I hope no Jim Crockett Promotions means no Hogan to convert to WCW, no NWO, no Crow Sting, no DDP. At least not as we know him. That would have been it. And Vince McMahon goes out of business in 1992 for a shit show by 1995 because there's no attitude era. There's no one to compete against.
I guess I
There's
had it
no
right.
mon- there's there's no Monday Night War.
I just didn't fucking actually say it, but
That's why I said
I don't know.
that's why I asked. That's
I
why I said, are you asking me a question or
well,
are
my
you
thing,
telling me the answer?
my thing is, you said the late '80s, and I'm like, well, Ted Turner didn't really make his impact until 1995. I forgot about him buying out Jim Crockett Promotions in '88. So
Oh yeah, and rebranded as World Championship Wrestling. Ted Turner. As much as we credit Vince McMahon, and he does deserve his credit, shit, Ted without Ted, it ain't possible. It ain't happening. And again, like there's another myth that goes around that says if WrestleMania wasn't successful, Vince McMahon would have went out of business. No, he wouldn't have. Now he had TV slots back then, so they still had TV deals, et cetera, et cetera. Now was it to the tune of the money we see today? Absolutely not. But he would have lost a significant lot of money though. But Ted Turner, man, crazy how things work out in the wash, ain't it?
it is.
It's like a jingle puzzle, man. You take one block out, the whole thing could just reshape history and change how you look at it.
Yeah.
Because Ric Flair said it best. He said Jim Crockett Promotions would have stayed in business had we never tried to compete with Vince and go national.
I actually forgot about Ted Turner buying out Crockett Promotions. I had the
Yes.
answer. I just
You had the
didn't.
answer. It was right
I
there.
didn't. Yeah. That's why I was like, it's not the man that just passed away this week, is it? But or last week,
On me.
but yeah,
It is Ted. So I mean, you weren't. I guess you was
billionaire
wrong about
Ted.
how you look stupid. You was right there, brother. Right there. But with that being said, we got anything we want to add this week? Any special shout outs? Anything? Anybody in
No,
the audience want to ask questions? Yeah, we'll open the floor to that for about 5 minutes. Anybody in the audience have questions? Give some time. That is a fact. That
yeah,
that is a Fendi fact.
that's true.
We so I tell you what the damn. Imagine a wrestling world with no rock, no only a glimpse of the Undertaker. Like Taker would only been wrestling for like 2 years. As the Undertaker, that is.
Well, that's true, yeah. Because he's discovered. I watched it
Okay.
already. I watched it.
I haven't seen it, but I'll make it my business.
It didn't really tell us much that we didn't already fucking know. But
Not gonna lie, I might have to take the kangaroo. I might,
my wife would be the one to ask that question.
cause
My money is going on the kangaroo.
cause Jackie Legs is pretty fast,
Them
and if
fucking
he
legs.
kicks, and if he kicks over in the face, oh, it's a wrap. But now, for that matter, if Oba grabs that kangaroo, oh, that's that kangaroo's ass. I ain't bullshit. It's gonna come down to a matchup thing, like who you like more, speed or power. I'm a rock with the speed.
Well, we asked if anybody had any questions, and she asked the
That's
questions.
a question.
Mhm. It's a very interesting question.
Kangaroo, shit. It probably will, and I bet that kangaroo do it better than Oba.
And I'm sorry, it's not gonna work unless the little baby pops out of the pouch doing it too.
That's funny.
That's funny. That is hilarious, though.
Well, well, to all my beard housings, JWs,
JW.
Nike Famians, and note takers. It's been a
Mhm.
pleasure sitting with you this Tuesday. And remember, write it down in your notes. Like, share, subscribe.
Uh,
That's all I need. That's all we need. And we appreciate you. Keep the retention up and keep the subscribers up. And while you at it, pass them notes around and tell them Two Hills, STS, on YouTube every week, at least once a week, 5 p.m. Pacific time, Central time,
Central Time.
6 p.m. Eastern time. You can come rock out with your boys. Your two, most of the time three, sometimes four favorite hills. It's me, my fellow Nike Famians, the Beardhausens, the JWs, and the two Dubsons. And this is how we leave you every week. Make sure you write this in your notes also. Yeah.
Hold on before you do that. If by chance you were in here taking notes, we made you watch the whole show. So thank you.
Much appreciated. Write this down. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, STS proudly brings to you is Trios Tag Team Champions of the World. Flip to the next page. I'm not the road dog, Jesse James. J Dub don't look like the badass Billy Gunn.
I am a badass though.
Bearded is not even the same ethnicity as X Pac, but Bearded can cut the mustard. Pause.
Ah,
We are not the new age outlaws. And you write this in all caps. If you ain't down with that, we got two words for you. So
You can read, can't you?
I didn't say it. That had did.
That's right. Write it down.
And
Take
with
a
that
picture.
being said,
We don't give a fuck.
with that being said, y'all tune back in next week. Same hill time, same hill channel, same hill place. And your boys will be here. And stay tuned because we could be doing a Clash in Italy watch along. Stay tuned. Y'all be safe, stay active, and like, share, subscribe. Peace out.